Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Today we're going to be watching some JOC Regionals, which is the China Mobile competitive circuit. This is the closest thing we can see to the Chinese meta on 14.2 in a tournament environment because they played LCQ on 14.1. And so they are playing on 4.2 technically is what they're calling it. But it'll be interesting to watch a few games. I think they played 5 games this morning. So we'll watch a few of those games and then we'll play some ladder ourselves. Yeah, I have a little bit of technical difficulties, so sorry if it's becoming a problem. Also, let me close this door real quick. You guys can't hear it, but there are some screaming children in the background. There's some screaming children outside because there's an elementary school and it sounds like they're celebrating Friday after school. Right. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead. Take a look. So we got... Okay, I might have to mess around with this a little bit. So I will warn you guys. I will warn you guys that it is a little jarring to look at China Mobile TFT. It looks a little different. Hey, maybe I should put my cam in the top right, actually. But this is like the way that they compete. Actually, this is Group A. This is one that was broadcasted a couple days ago. I apologize. This is Group B. What up, Tangent? You want to do a LOL chess review? Yeah. Actually, do you want to do it right now as we get started? Soon that's going to be inside your place. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So for people who don't know, China has 2 competitive circuits. They have the mobile version and they have the PC version, and PC players try to qualify via mobile as well as the mobile player base. So it's highly competitive because it's 2 chances for them to get to the World Championships. And so you might recognize this player, for example. His username in English is Tesla. He's competed in Super Server and other qualifier cups on PC before, and Tesla has done pretty reasonably well. His most recent, his best result was like set 8, where he got second in like one of the cups, like the Shanghai finals. And then this, I believe, is Li Xiao. Li Xiao is actually like a really accomplished player. In fact, let me just pull up his profile. This is like Li Xiao. He's gotten 5th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 3rd, 4th, in a lot of these tournaments like Super Server. And he's gotten like, he's just a really good player. Very consistent. He hasn't won anything, but Li Xiao is like a very consistent player. So these are some of the group. These are the people who are playing on mobile, right? They're trying their hand at mobile TFT. Is mobile separate thing? Yeah, exactly. There's two tracks of which you can qualify, but PC players feel like they want to try their hand at mobile and vice versa. It's just a different way to play it. So, it's a little unusual to look at. I'm gonna tell you, like Bloodthirster, for example, is not red because they don't have blood in China. They don't want to show blood in their game, so it's green. And also the icons look a little funky. So you're gonna be like, huh, is this the highest resolution? But you have to remember that it's mobile. Okay, let me do Tangent's LOL chess review real quick. It'll take like a couple minutes while we get started here. All right, so Tangent. Okay, looks like we're going bot for a lot. Played Vi with Jinx, pumping up. Pandora's not today. How did it feel? People said that you're supposed to actually play for the 6 Mosher variation with Vi now, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. IE is not very good on Jinx, but it is what it is. You have to put Last Whisper on Vi. Obviously, if you could switch, you would put IE on Vi and Last Whisper on Jinx. It's a small thing here. Hologram into Executioners. Vex 1. I mean, Vex is what really makes Executioners really strong. And also you had to play around like like Pantheon as your main tank, which is not ideal. Triple prismatic in general is always like really high power levels. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I guess you're playing Punk with executioners. Generally, 4 Punk is just not very good. I mean, Punk in general has fallen off a lot. It was good at the beginning of the patch, but it's not nearly as good now. What does he do about BT in League? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, and we have Ezreal with Akali. Big shot. Big problem is your front line. You're playing Ezreal flex, but you have 1-star front line. A lot of times, a lot of people are not really relying on like sets, but you could probably put items on set 2 and other things like that. You just need to get a better front line here for the most part. Nothing really wrong with your augments from what I'm seeing. Okay, blinding speed is not ideal, but that's fine outside of that. Bot forward with this. This looks really close. You have a good mixture of damage. This probably just ends up being a positioning thing. Like maybe your Ezreal got caught out. You have even Shroud. Do you have anti-heal? You don't have anti-heal. That's the only thing I could really criticize about your items. Seems fine. Maybe one of those things where you just like bled out a little, or you just had a little too much damage that you took. I mean, everyone else's boards are so cracked. I mean, you're playing in all these prismatic lobbies and it looks like you're just going bot 4. That's just really hard. Just maybe fight more to preserve a little bit more HP. 2 pentakill emblems? You went 7th with 10 pentakill? No way, man. Okay, I mean, you're playing 1-star Yasuo, 1-star Jax, 1-star Gnar, 1-star Olaf. I'm guessing you had to put these items onto Yorick and not Viego too. If you could put these items on Viego too, this 10 pentakill should definitely do something. For the most part, it looks like you're just kind of struggling to get like the consistent upgrades on some of these bot 4s, but you've properly identified like how to get win conditions. I'm not entirely sure what's happening in your mid game. Nico 3, Akali pair, or Akali 2, a pair of Akali 2s. I mean, this is not even necessarily bad either. This should top 4 in a lot of cases as well. Yeah, I don't really know. Like this 5th is probably just like, it's probably an HP tempo thing. Maybe it's like AFK and you took too much damage, and then like by the time you get online you're too low. But like this is a fine board as well. The 7th makes sense. You didn't really upgrade anything. Got a first with Z3. I mean, it feels like for the most part, like not too much wrong with your items and your augments. Okay, you took Do It For The Fans, Ari, or Seraphine 3 went 5th. Huh. I think the thing about it is you probably have to focus on your early mid game. So it's not, the thing about mobile is not exactly the same patch. So like for example, the only thing that I know that is like one of the bigger examples is Seraphine's AI is smarter on mobile. And so they play like more Seraphine reroll. But it's still like relatively the same concepts. Like it's still 80 flex or Ezreal Heartsteel doing really well. And it's still like a lot of executioners and pentakill. Like they pretty much play the exact same thing. It's just that they have a couple of different things different from what I understand. However, I can't get an official source on it because I asked a bunch of CN players and they all said, I don't know, I don't play. All they heard was Seraphine was much smarter on mobile. Open the casino. Man, you guys are just redeeming all the point rewards right away, huh? Mobile's the same as PC? Yeah, it's basically the same as PC. It's just like graphically, it's obviously a little different. As you guys can see. But look, this is the closest thing that we have for China to have a Chinese tournament. And yeah, they're if you look at my cam, it says 4.2 here in the bottom left. That's like that's the equivalent of us, 14.2. I almost lost 400 LP in 3 days, but I didn't want anyone to see. That's why I redeemed at the start of stream. Oh. I see. What up, JSTs? This Chinese version is looking kind of sus. I mean, it just looks different than what we're used to. That's all. It's just a Chinese version of it. The HP bar, like the way the HP drains also looks different. It looks a little bit more like Dota to me in terms of like the engine. Don't worry, the players who are playing are very good. And if there's anything we've learned is that the China mobile players are also very, very good. Last set, if you guys forgot, in Set 9 World Championship, the CN mobile players carried the CN region. They had one non-mobile player make it really far in the tournament. It was Hong Lian. And then the rest of the CN players that all top 8'd and got to the final lobby were mobile players. Yeah, I do like it. It's just funny that they have all these chibi advertising on the right. Okay, so this guy started off with Twin Terror. Okay, so he's gonna probably play Executioners. I wonder if they're willing to play Twin Terror or anything else though. Randuins. Oh, is this support item portal? I think it's a support item portal. Everyone starts off with a support item. Yeah, that makes sense. So the guy has support cash and 2. We have Twin Terror plus the support item, so it looks like everyone's trying to go for early game tempo options. Randuin's is good early game, but it kind of falls off late. This person took Heroic Grab Bag. Wow. Heroic Grab Bag, slam a stone plate. Interesting. How many competitors play on phones versus tablets? I think you were required to play on your phone, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't seen anyone play on tablet. I'm not gonna lie, this is it's gonna take a little bit of readjusting to like look at all this because I see what everything is. It just looks a little funky because it's like mobile, you know. Like the icons like being like it's not they're not like full squares, they're just like a little tiny scrunch of it. It feels like rip off TFT, even though it's exactly the same thing. I don't mind it though. Okay, so a lot of people opening up Punk, which makes sense. Punk is a strong opener. But guy open up Escort Quest. Oh my god. He won with Escort Quest and he tied. That's very lucky. Someone put Kennen as their headliner with Heroic Grab Bag. Oh, it could be the Seraphine player. So I heard Seraphine was much more popular in China because that's like one of the differences. They made the targeting smarter. Heartsteel 2-3, not bad. Can you see this guy? This guy's playing on tablet, on mobile. This guy, and this guy's just staring down. I love that cam. It's actually so funny. Yeah, the webcam of the players just staring at their phone. Is it bad that I think the pictures all look the same? I mean, it's pretty hard to make out. I understand this. Oh, he didn't buy Aphelios too? There's also a set in the shop. He's playing Exposed Weakness. Another person's playing Twin Terror. So there's 2 people trying to angle Executioners. I mean, Twin Terror can play other stuff too. He could even play Jinx. I think Twin Terror Punk is okay. Okay, so he passed the Aphelios pair, bought the set instead. I want to see a big roll down. I want to see Blank Slate on mobile. Can someone take Blank Slate on 3-2 for me on mobile? My neck hurts just watching it. I play mobile half the time. It's more convenient. Yeah. Look, hey Dan, this should be an inspiration to you. Like these mobile players are actually super cracked, and that you only can qualify via mobile. You can't like use your PC rank. Also, it's kind of cool that they're updating their headliners in real time. Oh no, they're showing the what they picked off carousel in real time. Oh, what the heck? Wait, that's crazy. Their mobile client production is just kicking the ass of North America. They're showing what they're picking up in real time. Oh my god. Red buff Jinx. Man, this is depressing. I mean, mobile's a big deal in China, so you know, TFT tournaments would get way more sponsorship if we embraced mobile more. Like not just in terms of like more tournaments would get more sponsors, because then like Samsung and Windows or whatever, like all these people who are trying to make like tablet and mobile devices can get in on it. But also it's good for like sponsorship revenue, stuff like that, as well for like the streamers, because part of the reason why Hearthstone streamers were making bank back in the day was because there were so many mobile games that they could sell. I mean, the meme was like Kriparian was a part-time Hearthstone player, full-time mobile game salesman. And so if TFT embraced more of the mobile aspect of it, not that like I'm saying we all should, I'm just saying like if that was a bigger part of the community, I'm pretty sure TFT would be much more easy to support financially like that. They even show the item stands of other players. Dude, they're next level, man. They're next level. Like everything is good except for these like wacky ass little icons, and like they tilted their board POV like a little bit more, right? It looks a little bit more top down than like it looks like usually you're looking at like a 60-degree angle or something like that, like 45, but it looks like it's like close to 90 almost. I know it's not, but it looks like a little bit more top down view. Camera angle is slightly weird. Early Thresh. This is the Twin Terror Jinx player. I mean, so this person's just going to contest Executioners. He doesn't care. I feel like Twin Terror can play other stuff, though. Maybe he thinks that if he plays Executioners, he doesn't have to play... He doesn't have to hit 3-star Executioners to have an effective game plan. He can play, like, 2 Vex 2s. Meanwhile, the other player who's playing Exposed Weakness kind of has to hit 3-star Vex, otherwise... You just kind of fall off with just Exposed Weakness, 2-star Executioners. The anti-mobile bias is so childish. No shame on embracing it. Yeah, I agree. I think it's because a lot of TFT players also come from like League of Legends, which is like also PC oriented. So maybe they feel like they just have some PC supremacy for no reason. I personally think that if you're really good on mobile TFT, that means you're probably like just as good, maybe even better on PC. After watching China mobile players go at it in Set 9 Worlds, and 3 of them top 10, it was like, oh, I mean, this just makes too much sense. CN mobile players are just really good. Bro, your VOD party watching mobile. But PC is playing the previous patch, and then the next time they're gonna compete in China is regionals, and they don't have any time. This is the only way we can watch China, man. They're not competing on 14.2. Also, Milk doesn't know because he actually doesn't watch any competitive TFT, but CN Mobile actually did better than CN PC last set. Yeah. This guy hit Punk Twitch. At Worlds, yeah. All the CN... Okay, so CN basically was very discouraged because most of the players that qualified for Worlds in Set 9 were mobile players. And CN was like, well, that's it. We suck. We're going to go dead last at Worlds. And guess what? The CN mobile players carried their ass. They had 3 players make it to the top 10. 1 player barely didn't qualify for Final Lobby. And then the mobile players were like their biggest hope to actually win Worlds. They actually got kind of far. So the anti-mobile bias, I don't know, man. All I'm saying is CN mobile players might be the future. You never know. Okay, what is this? That's golden ticket, but that one just rewinding and looking at that augment, it looks like someone hand drew it in MS Paint. Like this is DSG golden ticket. Did the mobile players play on mobile for Worlds? I think they played on PC, which is even funnier. KO3. I will say their animation is kind of cool. Like, did you guys see that guy took Rich Get Richer and then like a bunch of gold coins like animated into their bank account? That was kind of cool. You think they're actually playing on mobile? They are. They actually have webcams of players playing on mobile. This guy's KO3 already? Hold on a second. With a duplicator? Wait a second. This guy already has KO3. Oh my god. Why is China TFT so different? This is mobile. PC players are currently playing on the disco patch. But you know what? Mobile players said, that's okay. We'll play on the existing patch. PC players afraid of change. Mobile players embracing it. Mobile players are the true Giga Chads. Okay, this guy hit Twin Terror and Expose Weakness. Oh, man. Is this how the mobile app looked? I think so. I haven't actually played CN Mobile myself. JOC. Okay, we're playing Kaisa. This is what I was talking about. Bloodthirster is not red because they don't want to show blood. So Bloodthirster is green. Because they try not to show like skeletons and blood and other things that are like traumatizing, I think. Does this imply the existence of a mobile TR? I'm not entirely sure. Man, their production value is so good.
You didn't see that, right? No way he saw that.
They're having the units they're having the Chibi Legends pick up the things off carousel and they're showing it like as it happens. That's so crazy, man. Hey Kevin, thank you for the raid, buddy. Caught a little bit of the stream. It was fun watching you and the buddy go at it. We're watching CN Mobile. As you guys know, CN Mobile Regionals is the other half of China's competitive circuit. The PC competition aspect is only half of the slots that they get for China Regionals that sees for Worlds. They have a PC Regionals and they have a Mobile Regionals. This is their Mobile Regionals. And if you guys remember, the mobile players from Set 9, they crushed. Man, apparently selling does a little gold animation. When they sell a unit, it does like a little animation on the gold. Senna, remember your roots? He's trying to play. I think he's trying to play Seraphine. He has 2 Seraphines on the bench with Shojin. One Shojin is super fan though. It happens a lot in CS2 where skin gets changes. The CS market is massive in China. Yeah, I heard that skin gambling in China is like a really big thing. I mean, that just makes sense. Gambling anything in China. So we got Seraphine reroll. We got 2 Executioner players. We got KO reroll. We got one Heartsteel player. Anyone gonna play Pentakill? Oh, they show their headliners here. This area that I'm highlighting right now is the headliner. Oh, what the heck? Also, if anyone's wondering if they actually playing on phone, just look at that guy. There's a KO player. I think this person's playing. This person looks like they're playing Pentakill. He has KO's the item holder. He's gonna go for he's level 6, 30 gold. Wait, he's holding like the super fan. He's holding like the super fan jazz. Is he going Bard? What the heck? Is everyone rerolling? I mean, it is a reroll meta. It's a reroll heavy meta with Heartsteel. If you were to follow North America and only North America, you would think that Heartsteel is played everywhere, but in a lot of other regions, it's a reroll oriented meta. This map is Woksh. Oh, the stars? Yeah, what the heck? Wait a second. This looks like a Kirby Dreamland with Poros. Hey, I've never seen this map before. Wait, China Mobile has so many more cool things than we do. I'm looking at all their chibi displays on the right hand side. Lila. This guy's rolling at 8 for Ezreal. Nope. Poppy 2, that's pretty good. Zed. Wow. We gotta find a way to play that. Wait, no. He's pivoting away. Oh, this person has a super fan emblem. 5 super fan? 5 super fan, 4 sentinels. Around Mordekaiser. So he's playing around 5 superfan Mordekaiser. Is another tome. Why does this guy have 3 tomes? Is that Green Sword BT? Yeah, because they can't show blood in China. That guy has Jinx from Arcane. Wait, really? You can have Jinx from Arcane as a chibi? Ooh. Are you sure it's not just chibi Jinx in general? Paradise. Gives him the fall. Dude, 5 superfan Mord headliner reroll sounds pretty dank. Okay, this guy's a Heartsteel player playing around. He's another Heartsteel player, but he's playing around Caitlyn. That's not ideal. Okay, Diamond Hands, Even Shroud. This guy he did go for Bard. He rolled for Bard at 4-1. He's 1 Bard off. Wow, Bard pivot. Kind of Woksh. Double adaptive. How do you get 5 superfan with the Mord chosen? He had a superfan emblem. Okay, well this is Bard 2, and the Mord is scaling so hard. Actually, not that hard, not that hard. The thing about Mord headliner is he actually doesn't get that many kills, so he doesn't actually get that much HP. Or AP, rather. Kaisa 2. He needs to roll to 0 so he can hit Bard 3. Okay, he have Bard 3. All right, and now he needs to find MF. He found MF. Do you take out Alawi for this? Feels kind of bad. Do you take out Alawi for MF? But 3 Jazz is a big deal. He rolled to 0, like true 0. Oh, for return on investment. For return on investment. Got it. Ah, I see. Superfan Mord versus Caitlyn. God, we're playing Caitlyn carry. Oh, that is not good. Caitlyn's doing nothing. She's ulting and barely getting units to half HP. This Caitlyn unit's so bad. It's so bad. Hey, I guess China mobile meta is not that different from ours. Caitlyn still sucks. The Caitlyn ult looks cool. Yeah, it does actually. The animation looks pretty sick. True Wiz Caitlyn, I agreed. Okay, someone got Ziggs with the sword. I want to see if the other Heartsteel players got online, because these roll downs are kind of hard to stabilize. So I wonder how good of a transition they've made. How clean was it? This guy's level 8, 50 gold. Oh, he's at 61 HP. This is Tesla. So he's just trying to play HP preservation. Okay, Twitch 3. We only have Hodge plus a bow. He also has 2 stone plates staggered. Like one on Amumu and one on Pantheon. Weird. Pantheon headliner. He open sold his headliner. He's looking for Seraphine. He's hard forcing Seraphine. This guy's dead. Okay, the guy hit the... This is the guy who hit the Z headliner. He only has IE. Is he playing Superfan? Or does he have a Radiant Titans? This guy is so dead. Seraphine 2, no headliner. Level 6. 20 HP. 12 HP now. This is the Twin Terror Executioner board. Kind of going back to what I said. That Twin Terror Executioner board has a lot of HP because you don't have to go for the 3 stars. Okay, so this is Zed. Still looking for Ezreal. Has to play around Caitlyn. The heck is this? Oh, is this the Randuins? Alright, well that doesn't exactly translate well. How am I supposed to know that, man? Oh, God. Okay, this guy hit Seraphine 3. It's so late, though. So late. What the heck is this skin? Who's this? Shyvana? Oh. And who's this? Jace? Wait, is this an arcane Jace skin? Is that a Jace skin? Garrett? Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to know like what's going on here. Okay, Caitlyn too. Oh my God, Chibi Yone? Wait, he looks so cool. Wait, what the heck? I want Chibi Yone. That dude looks badass. The heck? I feel like CN Mobile has twice as many skins as we do. I feel like we have a lot of skins already. Chibi Yone woke, right? This guy's at 47. We're still on Caitlyn. He's trying to fast 9 and then sell his Caitlyn at 9 while playing a Superfan board. He's teched in Heartsteel again, but he's 0 out of 20. He needs frontline items. He has no frontline. 0 frontline. He's going to make like Vow or something. Vow TG. He made Hodge on Nico. Really? Executioners. Oh, he went for Samira 3 because he knew that he couldn't hit the Vex and the Twitch. 33 HP. This is not looking too hot. He does have... He does... Wait, he's looking for an Executioner. He doesn't even have a Headliner. Oh, so he's just trying to hit the Executioner Samira and go for a 3-star. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay, so 2 of the reroll players just died. This is the Seraphine player. He went 8th. I think the Samira player is probably going to die too. Bard 3 is online and cooking. Ezreal. Is that Morello Ezreal? Oh, is that the Fast 9 guy? Morello Hodge. Headliner Ari. He's rolling at 9. He decided to settle on Mosher. Holy, what is this transition on mobile? Is this guy a god? Do you see that? He's doing cleaner transitions than me on PC. This was a fast 9. What the heck? That was kind of clean, man. Oh, what the heck? I feel embarrassed. He's getting his items on. He's a little slow on his items, but I totally get it. He double rage blade is Caitlyn. Okay, well, he lost, but that's okay because he that was within his calculations. But now he needs to kind of hit. He needs to hit Ezreal too, finish transition. He has to get his items off of Caitlyn. He wanted to look for Lucian for the Jazz. Is everyone in this tournament playing on mobile? Yeah, this is the biggest mobile tournament in China, and it qualifies them for the tournament that will determine who goes to the Worlds. So this is their regional finals. If you do well in this cup, you play in like the China finals, and then if you place well in the China finals, you go to the World Championships. This is the equivalent of NA regionals for us. This guy's still playing 5 Superfan. He's playing 5 Superfan Viego carry now? Okay. Oh, man. We're still playing Caitlyn. He missed. He rolled and he missed. He didn't find Lucian. That's not good. He's still stuck on Ezreal 1. Oh, Sag. Oh, wait. It's so close. No. We're dead. Oh, dude, that was pretty sad actually. I kind of wanted the fast 9 Heartsteel, good APM guy to top 4. He died. I think he died exactly. There's 3 units alive. He was at like 13 HP. I think it might have been exact. What if they want to play on mobile? They play on the PC. But there's players in this lobby that are known established PC players. There's 2 players specifically that I've seen before. The guy that went 7th, his name is Tesla. He's been competing in a couple cups before and he's done well. The other guy is Li Xiao. Li Xiao is, I think, in 2nd place right now. And this dude is really good. He's I actually had his, let me see. I think I had his I had his profile pulled up. This is all stuff that he's done on PC. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th. These are super servers, right? Regional LCQ, regional finals. He got top 5. Like, he's a good player. He's a good player for sure. And so there's PC players who are really good, who are signing up for mobile to try and compete through mobile. KL3. This guy hit KL3 at 3-2, so he's been big time chilling. Level 9. He's going for Mordekaiser 3. Mobile esports is weird. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure people who think mobile esports is weird is like, if people think PC, like console gaming esports is weird, like, you probably would start feeling a little defensive over it if like a I feel like it's kind of a boomer take, quite frankly. If it's so easy, then anybody can do it, but the reality is not everyone can. I can understand that it's weird if you've never seen it before because you're just not familiar with the concept, but just give it a try. Like, I think mobile gaming gets a bad rap because people think mobile equals more casual, and sometimes, in a lot of cases, they're right. But all I needed to ever be convinced of was watch mobile Fortnite. I used to kind of have a bias back in like 2015, 2014 when mobile gaming was like mobile esports was like first becoming a thing. I was like, all right. But I watched one person from Fortnite Mobile do crazy shit, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. This guy's insane. It was legitimately looking like watching like a StarCraft Brood War player. They were unreal. Like what they were doing on the mobile stuff, I couldn't even follow it. And then I watched Vainglory finals, and Vainglory finals was pretty cool too, and I was sold. I think mobile esports is pretty dope. Is Double Rage Blade Biss on KO? I think so. A lot of people really like at least one because of her superfan items, but Double Rage Blade is really good because Double Rage Blade helps you get you through the early mid game. Like Double Rage Blade is really good up until like stage 5, and then it doesn't really do anything stage 5. But hopefully by stage 5 you've hit so far, you're so far ahead on tempo that you're able to get Viego and Yorick and the usual pentakill stuff online like Karthus, that it's not up to Kale to solo carry. Because in the late game stage of the fight, like Rageblade isn't really going to scale like very reliably because the fights happen and they're over too fast. But in the late stage of the game, you have hopefully more than just Kale carry. Okay, Mumu 3. So we have the Twin Terror Executioners, we have Kale, and we have Bard. This Bard player top 3'd from that spot. That's actually really impressive. His spot did not look very good. Bard reroll. He has adaptive death cap. Console shooters are also weird. Don't add me. Man, I don't know. I don't know if you watched the peak of Call of Duty and Halo, but those were some really exciting games to watch on LAN. I don't know. 53, 45 HP. Looks like these are top two comps. The Twin Terror Executioner versus the Kale. Kale has Viego 2, Karthus 2. 1 off, Lord 3. Actually 2 off. Oh my god, Kale wins! That was crazy. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. The double Rage Blade Kale absolutely has to be this. Like, that actually mattered. The Rage Blade scaling mattered. Okay. I'm changing my opinion to yes, it is double Rage Blade Kale, and it does do something late game.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Just me, I think of it tier 1 sub. I just can't take shooters on console seriously when they have to implement aim assist specifically because the way the input is inferior. To each their own. To each their own. I don't consider it a deal breaker, but for some others it is. It's all good. Does Aegis give a buff? This could be a different thing. So you might be wondering why they position this way. They are allowed to code things differently.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
From CN to NA. So from CN, like Seraphine AI targeting is better. I'm willing to guess that Aegis actually buffs the front units. Because they can do that. They can do that. They're not tied to the Riot client. My guess is Aegis actually works the way it's written. Iggy boy, thank you for the prime. Why is it I have a tier 1 Gragas? I'm not sure actually. guy want Lucian maybe? Because he's playing Jazz. Okay. Number 1 HP player is Kale. Oh, a Mord. So he's 1 Mord off from Mord 3. Okay. Imagine there's a spat on a Olaf. Imagine you just had a vest and you just hit that Olaf for like 10 pentakill.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Thanks for the awesome content.
Michi Boy and Optics Gaming. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. China TFT Mobile is much better. I mean, it beats the pants off of NA Mobile. I'm pretty sure just the chibi skins alone and the cool boards and the fact that certain things seem to be working, I would probably play it. Is this Leona? What the heck? Chibi Leona? Who's this guy? I'm not even watching the fight anymore. Alright, anyways, back to the game. I'm too busy just staring at their 100 chibi skins that they got. Okay, KO lost. Oh, that was to the Jazz board.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
The Jazz board hitting Lucian was a really big spike. Mord 3. Okay. 7 pentakill, Mord 3. Still 100, thank you for the prime as well. I'm pretty sure it's Vlad. I can see it. So this is Shyvana. This we're not entirely sure. People thought it was Garen, but I thought it was Jace because the cog implies it's Hex Tech, right? It looks like Arcane's Jace, which is this actually looks a little scuffed. This looks a little scuffed, but the others are pretty nice. That looks like the Arcane Jace skin meets Toy Story crossover. That guy looked like a little like Woody lookalike. But this one's my favorite. Yone, Chibi Yone. Oh man, this one's my favorite. Man, that chest. I dropped $5 for that. Does Bard actually win these fights? Oh, one more dude. Aww. Damn. So that's actually kind of unfortunate. So there's a rock paper scissors where the Bard beat the Kale board. The Kale board beat the Vex board, and the Vex board beat the Bard board. But the Bard board had no HP. 5 more like 500. Come on, it's not $500. There's no way it's $500. Maybe if the Yone scene would have to like recreate his epic fight with Yasuo from like the lore, and then I'd be like, okay, maybe $500. How expensive are chibis? I have no idea. Man, his name Vex. Okay, I mean, both players are pretty capped. This guy's hanging on to 35 gold at level 9. Oh, I was like, what is this dummy? This is the escort quest dummy. Oh, he's thinking about going 10. He might be able to go to 10. You guys think this is Ezreal, not Vlad? Oh yeah, because of he has the wrist shooter thing. His mystic shot. Okay, we're kind of stuck on the Mord 3. And Mord's dead. Oh my god! The clump? Wow. That was so close. 21? Actually, he could take another loss like that, right? I think he can take another loss like that. Can he go to 10? 28? He's 56 off. Okay. He's rolling at 9. Nothing really to roll for, though. I guess he can hit Yorick, too. Yorick 2 is the only thing he can roll for. Roll, buddy. Okay. Well, I mean, this is the best he can do. I mean, part of the problem was that he had his Karthus and his Kale side by side, and they walked up together, and then Vex shot both of them. That's like the problem for the last fight. He would have won the fight otherwise. And cast. Okay, that almost happened again, but this time the Vex actually targeted the target dummy. Hey, it's the cracked PC player. This is Li Xiao, the guy that they got. He's like he's like the best player in this group, I think, based off PC. All right. All right, so that was our first mobile Chinese game. How do we feel? How do we feel? It was actually kind of cool. I liked it. And also, I got to get a good sense of the CN meta. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I forgot to grab some. I'll be right back. Looks like they're gonna go straight into the next game. I'll be back quickly.
3-1就3了，3-2，对吧？3-2，他是选完海克斯以后直接回来一看三星天使，是的，很夸张，而且还有小复制器没有用那个时候。然后相比之下，外面其他人中期受到的压力就比较大了。这个三星天使是一路冒火，加上吃着主打一个陪伴，然后就上9了。对，而且他的前排装备也补得非常好，可以看到三星铁男身上带的装备全都是有用的。 单架加狂徒没有一件是随便给上去的，比如说像什么虽然对第3件头盔其实比较随便，但是也足够了，补一点点小小的抗性嘛，对吧？对，所以我感觉这把的话，其实还是因为运营体系抽的都太差了，可能唯一抽的稍微好一点是那家 KDA 加就是阿狸加佛耶哥的这套，但全2星在那个时间。
Now I'm hyped to watch the next games just for the skins. How they get you. How they get you. Alright, so this is a replay of what they watched. Are they going to game 2? When are they going to game 2? Okay. Man, I mean, he hit KO3 at 3-2. At level 6, 3-2. Like that was illegal how fast he hit it.
就是今天还是可以来聊一聊到底玩2费卡还是玩高费卡的问题。这把好像看下来，在独家的情况下玩2费卡。
I want Chibi Singed. Well, apparently they have a Chibi skin of everybody in China Mobile, so you can go ahead and grab it. First gets you 9 points in the format. Yeah, China has embraced like first gives you bonus points. I think they like it because of better comeback potential. Like in NA, it's people hate that because they don't want to reward high rollers. But in China, they think it's fine. I want Chibi Frodan. I mean, I'm down if they're willing to give me some royalties on it.
而且最后的装备合成呢，我记得他好像最后合成了正义。当拿镯子甲之后合成了正义，我觉得可能他原生装备和窃贼手套加羊刀可能会好一点。对，就。
Okay, so we're here in game number 2. I don't know what the portal is, so don't ask me. If someone can translate, that'd be great. The board is the board is so interesting. This one looks like you have so much space here at the bottom that it's not mobile, but I don't know. It's like Mario coins. It's not gonna get old for me how different this feels to me. Is this live? No. This happened. It started around 8 hours ago. And it finished like 4 hours ago, something like that. It's actually pretty new. This was earlier this morning. It basically started when everyone was asleep in NA. How's the cutscene gonna look like?
I'm getting more dogged again.
Oh, maybe the cutscene is the Little Legends fight. And then, maybe the cutscene of me is I do a pretty badass kung fu move and knock the opponent out, and then I watch the replay of it, and I sit down and I do a commentary of it. Like my cutscene is me doing a VOD review of my own cutscene. It's pretty meta. That'd be pretty. I actually would buy that. I think that'd be pretty funny. L1 Z1 ECS, thank you for tier 1. Google Translate says it's enhanced rune bonus. Maybe it's like augment gives you items or gold or something like that. What's up, Dad? I started playing TFT this season and just hit diamond on EUS. Thanks for teaching me free LP comps. You're welcome. You're welcome. I have 2 videos in the works. I have my first coaching video. I asked viewers to submit their own games, and I picked one to do a review of. And the second video I have is 3.5 comps, because people keep asking me, hey, can you tell us like what's good to play on 3.5? I was like, sure. It's easy content. Like I said, I think set 10 in general, like most people have kind of seen all of it for the most part. And so set 3.5 is actually pretty popular. I don't know if you guys saw, but the popularity of 3.5 is actually very high. If you look at the number of games played, set 3.5 has half as many games played as set 10 right now, which means that on average, for every 3 people playing TFT right now, one of them is playing set 3. So, I decided to make a comps video for anybody who wants to play 3.5. Looks like it's gold per augment. Yeah, it looks like it as well. Okay, this guy got sleight of hand. This gold border makes it look like Radiant TG. It throws me off a little bit. Unless that's what happens. You get Radiant TG. Nah, that's not what happened. That would be nuts. It's really fun unless you don't hit an early bard. I mean, there's more comps than bard. The best comp in set 3.5 is Celestial Protectors, because they giga buffed all the items. Celestial Protectors scale off your max HP. So you give him Warmogs, you give him Declaw, and you give Bramble. And Xin Zhao, for no reason at all, has like infinite HP, and then he's hyper stable at 2-star because Declaw gives you bonus HP, like 10% bonus, and then Bramble gives you 5% bonus. So these Celestial Protectors are just crazy scaling right now. Yeah. Oh, I should actually make a note of that. I actually forgot to talk about the Ace Protector thing. I forgot to mention that. You're right. ASO Protectors is a thing for sure. It's not like the most common because it's kind of hard to get the spat, but you can do it for sure. Okay, so last game we had the Bard player do very well, but this game we'll see if someone can start off with That's Jazz at 2-1. I got a question about Bard and MF reroll. At what point do you give up on Bard headliner? Feels so bad low rolling, not hitting early, even with That's Jazz. Well, if you were to believe China, the way they play it, you don't give up on it ever. But I would say that the moment you can give up is when you can pursue something like MF and hit MF3 before you can hit Bard 3. Like, let's say you have 1 Bard and you have 5 MFs. It feels like at that point maybe you give up on Bard and go for Misfortune. But the reality is a lot of people are playing around Bard as the primary carry, and so you make items for Bard. It's not like you can just transfer items over from Bard to MF. You're not trying to play blue buff, death cap, misfortune. So it could also depend on your items. Let's say you start off with like tier and you just get dropped more AD items like bow, sword. And you're like, wow, okay, I can't. Then you get dropped MF. Maybe in this situation, you can think about going for MF instead of Bard. We'll see. Banshees. Interesting. He might play Banshees into Pentakill based off his setup here. Hi, Frodan. I've been watching streams and videos a ton. This is my first time taking things seriously. I've made it to Diamond 2 so far. This patch has been hard for me, though. Hoping to advance soon. You got this, Simba. If the patch is hard, it's always try to simplify your game plan. If the patch is starting to get too hard for you, just try go back to the basics. Always think about what you do well and how to do it very well. Try not to tunnel too much on what you're not doing. A lot of times people think about patches like, oh, I need to try something like really different, and that's how that's how you can destabilize your play. You end up like you're not having results, and so you try a bunch of random new things, and then you kind of forget how to play the good things that you were like doing before. And then no matter what you're doing, you're just like queuing it up and going bot forward. Lose confidence. I see a lot of people destabilize their play because they just try so many random things and then it's not working. Go back to what was working and try to make sure you understand and hammer down what was good about it. 80 items can go on Kai'Sa 3. You're right. Kai'Sa 3 is viable as well. It's just that Kai'Sa as a headliner is a little bit awkward because you don't really want like the plus trait on any of them. And Kai'Sa also is like best when you don't rely upon her as your main source of damage. Like if you put Kai'Sa as your headliner and as your primary, it feels like she disappoints and does a lot less than if you just have a random Kai'Sa, not a random, but like a secondary Kai'Sa 3 that you just hit while rolling for Bard. It feels like when the roles reverse that way, she's like way more effective. Hi, Chad. Frodan just came home from the hot pot and drinks with the boys, so made popcorn lemonade, relax a little bit before going to bed. All right, sounds good. Popcorn and lemonade. My guilty pleasure is I like Cheeto cheese puffs, like the baked kinds, the white cheddar. I like those are my guilty pleasure. I have them every now and then. Okay, we got another Kale player. So we have Kale. We have Bard. Batch Jazz with Bard 2. Isn't at some point Bard Herald not worth it because you want the Deuce stack? I mean, sure, but like, how late are you hitting? If it's like the end of stage 4, then like, sure, like you probably give up on it. But if you're trying to hard force it, like surely you can figure out something else as well. Like if you have blue buff, you could probably play Seraphine instead. Like blue buff death cap, maybe you're thinking about playing Seraphine instead. I don't know. Like if you can keep painting a scenario where like, well, what if you don't hit? What if you don't hit? Then yeah, if you're not hitting, play something else. I had Kai'Sa headliner versus Kai'Sa headliner 22nd 1v1 2 days ago. Oh yeah, Kai'Sa versus Kai'Sa can be really funny because they can both constantly miss and dodge each other. Like you can't tell if your Kai'Sa is a smurf or just really bad. Why does China's TFT look so different? It's mobile. It's mobile. I joke that this is like this is golden ticket, and I joke that that's DSG drawing. This looks so funny. The golden ticket. Okay, so we're going for a level 6 roll down. KDA Kaisa. You gonna go for this? He took heroic grab bag. Oh, he's not trying. He's trying to go for bard. He's trying to go for bard. Got it. This is that's Jazz baby. Another heroic grab bag. Pentakill Vex 2. Oh, interesting. Twitch. Expose weakness. Return on investment. Mobile CN seems to be like very reroll centric. There were Heartsteel players and there were Pentakill players and everything like that. I mean, that's actually pretty reflective of what I think the meta actually looks like. I'm pretty sure that not enough people are rerolling this meta. In North America, at least. In other regions, they are rerolling. Like, SEA rerolls a lot. Korea rerolls a lot. NA has the Heartsteel disease. They look at one Ramkev tweet. They listen to one Soju rant. They're like, you know what? It's Heartsteel. It's Heartsteel every game. They just think it's Heartsteel every game, no matter what. Do you know why do you know why 4 out of top 5 players are Heartsteel every game? It's because 7 people are playing Heartsteel in NA. When 7 people in NA are trying to play Heartsteel, then sure, 4 out of 5 of them are going to top 4. It's also easier to play reroll APM wise. I mean, you're not wrong. You're also not wrong. Wow, that Kaisa just straight up missed. All I see in Diamond is Punk reroll. We saw a little bit of Punk last game, but it didn't seem to do. It was just Punk into Executioners. A lot of people open Punk. Is this the Tibia server? Why are the graphics so bad? It's mobile, man. Read the title. Reading is your friend. Ezreal's so fun. The skill expression is super high. You know, it can be. It can be high. The skill expression is when you're not hitting everything very easily. But the high roll aspects of that comp is not very skill expressive. But when you're not hitting Ezreal and Zed2, it becomes much harder. This guy's not leveling because of Raise the Stakes. Okay, we got Heartsteel Raise the Stakes with Last Stand Metabolic. That guy... Okay, we have 2 Heartsteel players? Oh, this one's playing Cat reroll. Wait, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's playing Cat as an item holder. He's 16 out of 30. 16 out of 36. Okay. If people are wondering if they're playing on mobile for real, look at this guy. What do you think he's doing? He's not watching the stream. At least I hope he's not. I like that you can kind of see like the reflection of the game on his glasses. So when he's like teleporting, like the screen, the color's gonna change on his glasses. Okay, so he's getting ready to go for what? Pentakill, because he has a spat open. KO reroll, 8 KOs. Mord. Okay, Mord 2. KO 3. Wow. Wait, is he going for the build? 3 Rage Blade KO? It's not very good, actually. It's not very good. 3 Rage Blade KO is a little bit over the top. 3 Rage Blade KO is a little over the top. Can you play on a tablet? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know the rules behind that stuff. This player cams is a bit too cringe, but I guess in esports when it is the future. I mean, if you really think about it, gaming in general is just cringe, so we might as well embrace it. There's people, there's unathletic people sitting on their fat ass, their fat lazy ass, and clicking a part of the screen, and everyone watching it is losing their minds. It's kind of cringe, but like, I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but I know a lot of people can probably make anything sound cringe if you just like think about it from from like an outsider's perspective. Yeah, I think it's just fine. Like whatever you enjoy watching, there's like it's up to you. I think mobile esports is fine. I got convinced that mobile esports is like pretty interesting because I watched a Fortnite mobile player pop off one time and do like crazy stuff, and I was like, okay, man, mobile's pretty legit. And then I watched Vainglory Finals, which was really fun back in the day. So I've been a mobile game supporter since then. Why is chess any better? I mean, chess is a lot of things, but chess isn't that hype. I mean, there's hype things about chess, but it's not like a hype game, if that makes sense. Dude, games last days in chess sometimes. Not depends on the format, but like games can last days. That's not really hype. Bard 3. Oh my god, that bard damage. And Kaisa finishes the deal. Nice. Okay, we got prismatic on 4-2. Cybernetic Bulk 3, Jewel Lotus 3, Cyber. A lot of Jewel Lotus 3 to make the Rio comps good. We got Seraphine reroll. We got Pentakill Kali. Infernal Contract. Dude, some guy took Infernal Contract. Wait, no, go to the Infernal Contract player. We're doing some mobile APM roll down. Okay, people say that rolling for rerolling is like easier for mobile as opposed to transitioning, but roll downs itself are harder to do on mobile, isn't it? Like a 100 gold roll down is a little bit harder to do on mobile in general. I guess it's easier in the sense that you don't have to think about much in terms of what you're holding. You just roll for the units. Isn't this mobile client different from ours? Yeah, it is. Hello, Slissa. How you doing? Did you hit Emerald? I saw you were pretty close. You're at Plat 1. Okay, we got Bard Jazz online with Infernal Contract. He took Heroic Grab Bag and Infernal Contract. He's going for... So one of the win conditions for Bard reroll is to get a 3-star frontliner as well. You want to get like Nico 3 or Echo 3. He has no items for them, by the way. Just naked Nico, naked Echo. I almost kept hitting it. You'll get it. You'll get it. No worries. If this is how they see it, their mobile version is much better. Yeah. Also, they have infinite cool skins. They weren't showing it. They were showing it last game. This game, they have their point totals on the right-hand side. But anyone who was here about 20 minutes ago saw that they had like all their cool skins. They had Chibi Yone and Chibi Shyvana and Chibi Ezreal and like a bunch of other cool versions. Okay, Poppy just loses here. Had to kill Akali. This guy's going for a fast 9. Look at how much gold he has. He has last stand, 30 HP, 85 gold. This looks like a shrunk version of the PC version. I mean, that's kind of what mobile is if you think about it. Also, you have to remember one thing is that mobile devices are not created equal. You really want a game to be able to run on like low spec mobile. Like a lot of people in the West have these $1,000 smartphones and they charge $1,000 because they know you'll pay for it. But in China, it's like phones cost like a couple $100s at most. And if you're like and if you buy an iPhone, it's because you're trying to like, it's like a status symbol. Like having an iPhone is like it's like literally just trying to show off that you're rich. So oh wow, Echo 3 and Kaisa 3. And so you don't want things to be like so crazy like high production that like low end phones can't run stuff. Brian, I love your guide. You helped me climb from silver to diamond. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Kyle. Silver to diamond's like actually a huge jump. That's like 1200 LP. Amazing. Actually, it's more than that. It's 1600 LP. Nice job. That's like all of Soju's LP from Challenger to Master Zero LP. How high was this cash out with Heartsteel? I don't know, man. I will say one thing. I will say that they're observing in terms of who they're watching and when has been a little bit off. But the production value of this is a mobile client. The production value of the mobile client is really good. They show all their items. Right here is what headliner they have. So he's playing Heartsteel headliner. They have augments in the bottom left. I'm covering it. They show their augments and they explain it. So like I can remove my cam, but you see they have the names of the augments on the bottom left always, so you guys can see like what augments they're picking for people who don't know what it is. And as they're picking stuff on carousel, they're showing updates. They're showing the player match history in the top center, so they're showing like who they fought, not just like if they won or lost. The production level of China Mobile is 10 times better than North America, and we're the best region in TFT. This is embarrassing. Okay, 225 on the Heartsteel cash out. 282. Best? Yeah. I don't know. Like some people live in denial, but the reality is. Wait, what do we get? We just got a completed item and that's it. Wait, 250 cash out is completed item and that's it? Let me see. Loot tables. Heartsteel. 250. Oh, 22 gold. 22 gold and an item anvil. It's 22 gold and a full item. 22 gold's a lot. 22 gold's a lot. That's two. That's like a 1.5 gold augments in terms of value. Okay, level 9, fast 9. He played Rage Blade on his Ezreal. That can't feel good. Start Poppy. You could argue that they also have the best chibis. They do have the best chibis. They have more cool chibis than we do. I wonder how the 6 8-bit cash out. I haven't even seen it in tournament yet. I've seen it on ladder. Okay, we got Lucian, Ezreal, Yorick, 5 Heartsteel. We're still playing 5 Heartsteel. Man, AD flex. Ezreal 2 plus 5 Heartsteel in the Jazz board. Hit a Poppy 2. I think that guy won the game. Bard 3. I mean, the Bard player is actually pretty healthy, and he's scaling with That's Jazz. Imagine he's a Jazz emblem. He still has very little backline support for the Bard. He only has MF and Kaisa with 1 item each. You'd rather have 2 items on 1 carry than 1 item spread out, because items multiply off each other. This is FFGS. That is correct, Mort. Very good. If you're wondering why we're watching China Mobile and not China PC, because China PC refused to play on live patch. They're playing the disco patch for their regionals LCQ. They saw what happened with EMEA, where players had 2 days of the patch, and they said, okay, you know what we'll do? We'll play on the previous patch, because that's what players want. Boom. And guess what happened? No one watched. Who wants to watch the disco patch? The 3 people playing disco and rolling for TF? You have separate tournaments for mobile and PC. Yeah, they have 2 competitive tracks. They have a competitive track that's only for PC, and they have a competitive track that's only for mobile. And so some PC players try to compete in the mobile. Like Juan Mei, for example, played in the mobile, the qualifiers. He lost, so he went back to PC. And if you guys forget, the mobile players from China last set for Set 9 Worlds made it much farther than the PC players. They almost carried CN single-handedly, and all the CN players were doubting them. Like even the CN players were like, nah, we're going last at Worlds. We sent mobile players, and they were like kind of saying like, yeah, we sent mobile players, like we sucked this set, and then they almost won. And they all were like, oh, we were wrong. Mobile players actually could hang. Mort remembers. Mort was there. I know it's kind of hard to believe because I know a lot of people from NA didn't actually watch the World Championships because the time zones are bad. But it was a big deal, man. CM mobile players were pretty cracked. Was it all the CM players? It was the Tanner was speaking on behalf of the PC players, I think, or like the player base. He was echoing the sentiment. I do agree with the take that if you're good at mobile TFT though, you're good at PC TFT. I think if you're like challenger on mobile, you're probably easily challenger on PC. How popular is TFT in China? It's very, very popular. Very, very popular. Extremely. I would say that it's one of the most played games in China, period. Not as much as like some of the other crazy stuff like Honor of Kings or whatever else, like the insane, like mobile legends. Whatever's like the crazy juiced version of like of League of Legends or whatever is like the actual crazy one, but it's like one of the top games played in China. In fact, I would say China is one of the biggest reasons why TFT is profitable or like making money now. It sure ain't all the Western players whining about all the chibi skins, that's for sure. Hail 3. You should dig into it and see what rank it is in CN. Most popular CN games. The 10 most popular CN games ranked are Samurai Jack, Steven Universe, and Teen Titans. All right, well, maybe we can go for the top. You can go for top 10. Okay, last stand, 6 HP. This guy's trying to go to level 10? When are we gonna get a Frodan Mortdog double up stream? I don't think Mortdog liked playing double with me. I think our team cohesion was not on the same wavelength. That's not true. It was fun. All right, well, there you have it. Mortdog said it was fun, so I guess he had a little bit of fun. The answer is maybe then. That's Cartoon Network. I mean, yeah, that was the joke. Okay, most popular games in China. The best and most popular games in China. Okay, is this list correct? The top 15 the top 15 Chinese mobile games played in China. One is Honor of Kings. I mean, that's the one I thought about. Where is TFT? I don't see it on this list. I'm not entirely sure how to find it. Maybe if Mordog can lead me into it, but I have to research into it more. Either way, TFT is immensely popular in China. Immensely popular. I'm not sure how much of it is because I'm not sure how much of the data can be reflected necessarily because of for people who don't know, you don't actually play like League of Legends or download League of Legends. You actually like log in through a server, like a platform like Steam. It's called WeGame. And so I'm not entirely sure how they track stuff in that, but they have the data for sure. Okay, we got Ezreal 2, Lucian 2, 5 Heartsteel. He hasn't even capped at his last stand. This guy should win the lobby for sure. His board is way too good. That person bot forward. So we're gonna have a Heartsteel win out with Paradise. This guy's also gaining HP because he has metabolic. He's gonna heal up to 2 lives. Green Bloodthirster, yeah, it's because they don't want to show blood in China. Because in China you can't show blood and you don't want to show like skeletons and stuff like that. It's censorship. Vladimir is black in League. Oh, so you can't be red. I mean, Green Bloodthirster, what do you guys think? I think it's alright. Goes kind of hard. It's a little funky how green it is, though. It looks like a Halloween edition. It's like the Halloween edition. Ooh, it's spooky green. It's Mountain Dew Thirster. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. Mountain Dew colored. Look at Wild Rift Thresh or Hecarim and compared to League Thresh or Hecarim. Wild Rift Thresh. Wait, what? Oh. Apparently, this is Wild Rift Thresh. They like made him into they actually had the full on thing instead of the actual like ghosty version of him. What about Hecarim? Wild Rift, Hecarim. They like turn into like an actual player model. It looks like the same to me. Wild Rift. Oh, maybe I had the wrong one pulled up. Either way, they have to censor some of those models. Can this guy get stopped? 5 Heartsteel cash out for an entire stage. Probably not. He's level 10. Took his zigs with a spat. No bones or skeletons in CN. Yeah. I'm colorblind, so I legit see no diff. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, so KO3 won the previous lobby. She got second here. I'm pretty sure KO reroll is very, very good. Because you get to also still get to... So you get double Rage Blade +1. Like Gunblade. In this case, she has GS. And then you get all the benefits of playing Pentakill. And you also get to chase, like Mord 3. You know they're nerfing Mord in the next patch. I mean, they're nerfing Pentakill in a couple ways. They're nerfing Kale as well. Oh my god, that AoE damage. Wait a second. Wait a second. We beat the level 10 board? Okay, but he just triggered last stand. He didn't. He's at 3 HP. They're nerfing Kale. Yeah, they're nerfing the amount of shred she does. She does 20% shred instead of 30%.
可以，这下不是小打小闹了，这下认真动真格的了。2星俄罗一加2星吉格斯了。
I feel like they're playing a different game. They are. They're playing the Chinese mobile client. They have different animations for like different stuff, like the gold and whatnot. It's like similar in terms of like they try to keep the game as similar as they can, but they have some quality of life stuff. I asked some Chinese players, and the only thing that I could get definitively that might be a balance difference is that apparently Seraphine has smarter AI. Okay, Kale died much earlier. I'm not entirely sure what happened last fight. I think Kale just got protected really well. But this fight went terribly. Okay, I guess we're not gonna. We have to win twice, and this guy gets another 5 Hearthstone cash out. I don't think we can do it. Oh wait, no, he does have last stand. Oh, okay, never mind. No, the reason why he lost so convincingly last one because he didn't have last stand proc, and he did have it this fight because you can see all the glow here. I had it confused because of the HP count, but I thought he had 3 HP, but he actually did proc last stand. False. It was a tooltip fix. She was always 20%. Oh, well, I mean, how am I supposed to know that? I wish there was some way for us to know that, Mort. Some place where we can find all that information. This client looks like a TFT remake instead of Dota 2. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I actually felt like the way the game feels in terms of like the way the HP stuff is interacting and all the units and the models moving felt like Dota 2. All right, so I'm pretty sure this is a win for the Hearthstone player. They finally cashed out last stand, and they have 2-star legendaries across the board. Yeah, nice try. Kale 3 getting this far was pretty good. Oh, game's over. Paradise. Alrighty, so that's game 2. Go ahead and get ready to go into game 3. They play 5 games, I think, as their qualifier for the next stage of the competition. This is Group B, and I think it's top cuts. The production value is actually so high. Outside of the fact they don't have people in studio, but like the game itself. Live connection. Are you doing anything special for your birthday tonight, Mortdog? Oh, today's Mortdog's birthday? Chat, did you guys know? Happy birthday, Mortdog. Okay, my stream is lagging a little bit. China bandwidth is a little bit on the slow side because they throttle whoever's outside of the country. Their bloodthirster translates to drain sword. Oh, good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit here to get to the game. So we've had pretty good mix of stuff. We've had some pentakill, Ezreal. It's pretty much the same kind of meta, except that they reroll a couple of other 2 costs more often. A lot of them are playing Bard way more and Kale. We still haven't seen much Seraphine. Apparently Seraphine was really, really strong, but we saw one Seraphine player go 8th. That was about it. A lot of executioners as well. Oh, they showed the cash out? Wait, they're like tracking everything. That's kind of cool. They tracked all the Hearthstone cash outs. What the heck? Where's this? That's nuts. We don't have anything like this at all. Man, they really bust out the good stuff for CN Mobile. We're out here. We're lucky if we can get a end game. We're lucky if we can get any kind of stats on the NA broadcast. Do you know what is surprisingly one of the hardest things to do in TFT? One of the hardest things to do in NA broadcast TFT is get an end game screen. You know, when it shows the 1st to 8th players, like what they played, and we can't do that. We just don't show that in NA. I'm not sure why, but we just never do that. The game ends, casters talk, throw to break. We show the results of every other lobby, and then we go into another game. We got tier start. I don't know what portal this is. This looks like another gold based one. I think whenever you make items, you get 2 gold. It might be item payout. Yeah, the score sheet. I don't. Okay, so we have Kennen. Looks like they actually do buy Kennen a decent amount of times. I don't really buy Kennen headliner very often. Or super fan. Only because I feel like, oh, he could actually make 10 gold. Okay, he does. I think that's wise. Making 10 is so powerful in stage 1. Why they have a separate regional for mobile? To encourage, because the mobile player base is so big and it's a different game. So yeah. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that their mobile community is like really big. Okay, we got Heartsteel, Cassante. I feel like I'd rather make gold than just play this Jinx pair. I think I would sell to make 10 here. Oh, we did. Okay, never mind. He had 2 costs. Slammed the, oh, he slammed the IE. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Slammed the IE, get 2 gold. I think they should remove interest on stage 1. Eh, I'm okay with it, actually. I feel like it's just like a weird exception that you can't do it on stage 1. Keep it consistent. How's CN Regionals looking? It's looking all right. A lot of the expected meta. They reroll more than we do. They play a lot more 2-cost reroll, which I think it makes sense. In general, NA currently has the Heartsteel disease. Are these skins China exclusive? Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of these skins are actually specifically for China. Oh, they're starting to show off a little bit more of it. How is mobile different? I mean, you don't have a mouse and a keyboard. So it's like harder to do things. Their mobile client specifically also has a couple of other like quality of life changes. So I don't know if this is true, but they were positioning their Aegis as if it buffed the units in front. For people who don't know, Aegis of the Legion, let me go ahead and show this item for people who don't know what it is. This item. Aegis of the Legion that says like combat start, gain attack speed and magic and armor resistance to the holder, adjacent allies, and all allies behind it. They were positioning their Aegis in the 2nd row, which makes me think it works the way it's written, aka buffing units in the front row, in front of it. Because right now on live, you would think it buffs the units in front of it, but it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure. They have to rewrite the text, but they were positioning as if it did. So I'm that could be a difference on their mobile client versus live. But it's the same exact wording as something like Randuin's. Randuin's Omen. Right? This is one that you're supposed to surround it. Grant 30 armor and MR to the holder and adjacent allies. That works in front. So it's just inconsistent wording. I'm not entirely sure if that means that Aegis is supposed to work that way and they just didn't write it properly, or it's supposed to work like Randuin's. Who knows? What are the best 3 support items? Probably Aegis, Zephyr, and if you get an early game gem, because you get a bunch of gold.
这里开始吃3杠的话，其实对节奏会有点影响哦。要吃到3杠
Team building.
但是另一种意义上来说，你可以每次只等不是同行的人启动完了，你再去搜剩下的牌库。
Rerolls easier than doing flex on mobile. You're not wrong, but at the same time, if I look at the other metas, I watch a lot of other regions, and I would say that NA rerolls the least for sure. Like NA, when I say NA has the heartsteel disease, I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure that NA is like one of the least reroll heavy regions around, and like every other region that I'm watching, the only regions I haven't watched are LATAM and Brazil. I've watched everything else, and I watched Japan, Korea, Southeast Asia, and even pockets in Southeast Asia. I've watched Vietnam, I watched Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Philippines. I even watched games of OCE. And NA rerolls the most, or rerolls the least. Everyone else is rerolling way more than us. Yeah. Thank you. NA has a heartsteel disease, and it's reinforced by the fact that everyone like posts about it on Twitter or does like one rant per stream. There's actually like a quota that you have to hit. You're not going to actually collect your Twitch revenue for the day unless you actually complain about heartsteel one time on stream. So if you're confused like why it happens every single stream across every single streamer, it's because they're not actually allowed to collect their revenue. So not even their fault really. Cries in Europe. I watched Europe. They rerolled a lot too. They played some heartsteel for sure, but they also play a lot of reroll. Reroll headliners have the best stats on right under 5 cost headliners. I believe it actually for the most part. I'm not even saying like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like right now there's a lot more to the patch than just heartsteel. I think people are just saying that because they know that heartsteel is the most out of line when it's really OP. Because that part is true. I'm not even saying like heartsteel is like the big problem or like not a problem at all. It really is, and I'm glad that they're nerfing things like Set. I'm just saying like right now there's a lot of reroll going on, and I think it's actually more close to being a reroll meta than people think it is. You doing ladder games? Yeah. After this group, we're gonna do ladder games. There's 2 more games. I'm gonna play some ladder games, but as you guys know, tomorrow, this weekend, we're gonna be doing a co-stream for Heartsteel Cup, and so I'm gonna be taking it easy. And I have to do some tech tests tonight, so I'm not gonna go that late. Let me see if it's officially the graphic has been done yet. It has not been.
对，那现在本身的分数太低了，所以要追大分确实得玩拼一点。2个白色强化能带来非常高的上限的话。
Frodan needs his Heartsteel rant quota. Dude, people keep typing HS, and people don't know if you're talking about Heartsteel or Hearthstone or high school. Are you commentating? I don't no, I'm gonna be co-streaming. Watch partying. Frodan, the TFT caster, is retired. Effectively retired. Sometimes they pull me out of retirement to do things like the Vegas Open finals. But no, my days of being a TFT caster are, as far as As far as the eye can see right now, effectively over. I just watch party now. Sag? What do you mean Sag? You guys aren't even watching the main broadcast anyways. Don't even pretend like it's a sad thing. You guys aren't even watching main. What do you mean Sag? I'll be doing the same thing I usually do. I guess you could call this meta a HS battleground. You know, the thing about Hearthstone Battlegrounds is that at the very highest level, you kind of know what you're playing for from like the first 2 rounds of the game. Like based off of the hero selection and then your first 2 shops, you kind of know your placement range. So I guess, yeah, it is a little bit like a HS Battleground meta sometimes. Hearthstone gives the most consistent LP. Oh yeah, for sure. I saw like a lot of like Spencer and Dissoap climbed really consistently with it. So it's a very good way to play for the most part. I don't watch it anymore because Frodan isn't there. Well, Mortdog's there. You guys get to listen to Mortdog and Azale. I heard Bryce might actually end up doing some commentary again. That's right. Bryce is leaving me for greener pastures. Nah, it's because I encouraged him to do so. Bryce has a really big dream to cast like the World Championship and a finals. He wants to like for him, TFT is the first thing he's ever really like truly tried to be good at commentary for, right? And like casting, and he's never had the chance of doing like the big game on the big stage in a big finals in front of a big crowd. Like he wants that. And I've been fortunate enough to have experienced that multiple times, and I feel like for me, like I do enjoy that aspect of it, don't get me wrong, and it's really awesome, but it's not like on my bucket list like it is for him, right? And so in order for Bryce to actually get considered and do those kinds of things in the future, he needs to like, he can't just like permanently co-stream and never cast again, because then he's never going to get that opportunity. So I think he might dip back in. Bryce and Azale, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. 5 Heartsteel raise the stakes. Pretty amazing. Just sells everything. Frontline of Philios. Imagine Mortdog and Bryce casting together. I think they have. They have casted together. You were good at Vegas. Oh, thank you. I'm okay. I think people just like my enthusiasm for TFT. I don't say the smartest things all the time compared to some other people, but the number one tip I give TFT casters is sound like you like the game. I feel like that's where some people kind of get lost. It doesn't even sound like they enjoy TFT sometimes when you listen to them cast. Not because they don't. It's just that they forget that component. They're trying so hard to sound smart or focus on like the player narrative and like think about the journey that they've had since they've been grinding the ladder, you know, since they were like a diamond player in set 3, and then they were a challenger player in set 4, and set 5 they played all these cups, and it's like, and those are all really important things, but like I think more importantly above everything else, just like sound like you're having fun. It is supposed to be a game app. That's all I really care about at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm particularly super insightful compared to everybody else. I'm just trying to have fun. They can combine items on the bench. Wait, they can? I missed that. I think they just did. I think he just did. Wait, what is that? You see this? He just made a gunblade. Whoa! Wait, what? How come we don't get this? What the heck? He just made a gunblade on the bench. These guys are hacking. Oh my god. Hearthstone back in the early days was magical. Agreed. The good old days. I firmly believe that we are also in the good old days of TFT. People are going to reminisce about that first LAN. Not to give you guys FOMO if you missed it, but if you guys didn't come to Vegas and you could have, you missed out. I'm just saying. Like, if people are going to reminisce, man, remember the first TFT LAN? That was so awesome. That we are in the good old days. Just putting it out there. Common Western L. I mean, I feel like we should be able to do that on our bench. Why is that not a thing? Mobile CN TFT allows them to make items on the bench. Where's that for us, man? Okay, Seraphine 3. We finally get to see Seraphine. Seraphine apparently is very, very good. What? 2 Seraphine 3 players? Wait, they both hit? One had team building. Silver tickets. How many people? How many 2 are in the pool again? 20? Yeah, 20. 22 costs in the pool. So you're telling me there's only 2 Seraphines left in the entire game, and they somehow hit almost all of them. You know, if they make items craftable on the bench, salvage bin would be twice as easy to play, I feel like. The fact that salvage bin is balanced off the fact that you can't make items on the bench. It might actually become like a 3.9 augment or something like that. Okay, probably not, but it would. Do you guys think salvage bin would be OP if you can make it on the bench? This guy has 2 ZZ rots. No, okay, but like not you guys, but like think about like Disho Best Zuko. Not like you guys would average a 3.9 with it, but like think about the best players. Oh my god. Do TFT mobile players qualify for Worlds? Yes. Yes, it's actually a controversial thing happening in China. Some Chinese players are not happy that half the slots can go to mobile players instead. It would be like if all of a sudden Riot announced a mobile circuit for NA that was separate from Hearthstone Cup and KDA Cup. And then you know, they give half the slots away from regional. Like they have a second competition that's just mobile. And like Ari Master 3000 ends up winning the mobile, and it was like, who is this guy? We don't even know who he is. That's kind of like what happened in China. People were like kind of pissed. Okay, Ezreal 2, pretty good. I would play mobile. I bet you would, Ash. What do you mean, not you guys? I mean, like, Salvage Bin is actually impossible to play. I did a sub coaching. As you guys know, I do some sub coaching giveaway. I did one this morning, and this dude was like, I always pick Salvage Bin no matter what. It's my favorite augment or whatever, and like I just insta click it. And I watched this dude try to do like a level 8 roll down with like 60 gold, 70 gold, holding like an entire full bench and full board. And he proceeded to not execute it, and then get 8-0'd twice, or 8-0'd and 7-0'd. And like I was just like, man, like, dude, not even Faker could do this. You're like trying to do the most complicated, hard thing in the game. Players actively avoid taking Salvage Bin because they know they can't do it, and this guy thinks he can at like Masters. I'm not trying to flame him, by the way. It's legitimately very, very hard. But like, I don't even think like Faker could do it, man. Like doing these Salvage Bin transitions. He was trying to play both KDA, Ari, and Pentakill, and so he was holding a bench full of everything. Like everything. Like all the Pentakill units, all the KDA units, all the Superman units. And he proceeded to not play anything, and like half the board was like out of the KDA hexes, and he didn't slam any of the items. I don't know, man. Salvage Bin is like so hard. The reason why I think Salvage Bin stats are so bad is because people get stuck in those kinds of things. I'm not saying that to flame. I'm saying that Salvage Bin is so hard. Part of the reason why the stats are so bad is because people are not as good. Is because people are not playing their turns correctly with Salvage Bin. It's so hard. So hard. And if you can combine items on the bench, I'm pretty sure the average placement of that augment would go up significantly. Did he have fun? I think so. At least during the coaching session. From the coaching session I won during last set, I think the best thing he said about my gameplay is that I know what I don't know how to play and avoid it as opposed to playing from behind. That feels very true for a lot of Salvagement players. Oh, yeah. Understand your limits as a player, basically. Like, if you have everyone has a certain memory storage. Like, some people have, like, 32 RAM, like gigabytes of RAM. And some people are still on their, like, Dell PCs, their gateway PCs, their compact PCs from the 90s. Like, you guys have floppy disk RAM. Like, just understand your limitations and, like, play around it accordingly. And that's okay, man. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Once someone finally learns how to play Salvage Bin, they'll become the faker of TFT. Dish Soap even says he doesn't pick it in tournament, and I think Dish Soap's a very clean player. Like, in fact, that's like part of the reason why he picked his username, because he wants to show off clean gameplay. Dish Soap says he just avoids Salvage Bin because he thinks it's too hard. I mean, to be fair, Dish Soap's not really like an APM quick player. But still, like, I would expect a player like him to be able to take it of his caliber, and if he avoids it. Okay, Ezreal just ends up... this Hearthstone player looks like he's really, really strong. Wait, what is this? Wait, what's going on? Wait, did I miss... Is that a new chibi, or is that something that's China exclusive? I've never seen that one. DRX Ash? Well, that's pretty sick, man. Man. They get so many cool skins. I'm so jealous right now. Yeah, me too. That was pretty dope. That was like that was some Clash of Clans. Speaking is hard. Supercell looking ass. Okay, we just got wrecked by the others. This is a very Hearthstone oriented lobby right now. 4 big shots. Just so takes Salvage Bin. Yeah, but he also says he avoids it a lot too. He doesn't take it every time. He says that, like, I've heard him multiple occasions say that he won't take Salvage Bin in this spot because he thinks it's too hard to play it. Like, just because he's taken it before doesn't change what I'm saying. Lulu 3, Seraphine 3. I mean, you guys know I'm a big Lulu believer. Seraphine is better on mobile, by the way, on CN mobile. Apparently, her AI is smarter, so that's why people are much more willing to reroll her. But you guys know I'm a big Lulu fan. I like Lulu a lot this patch. I partially believe that people are having inconsistent results with Lulu because of positioning. I've seen Lulu boards beat a capped Ezreal board. Let me see actually something. Spencer linked something the other day. Let me look at it real quick. I found it. Look at this board. Spencer, I can zoom in. Spencer had this crazy ass Heartsteel cash out board. Ziggs 2, Yorick 2, Lowy 2, Lucian 2, Ezreal 2. He lost to Lulu. No hologram. No, nothing crazy. Just Lulu 3. And he was like, what the heck? With Ezreal? Like, does that even really matter if his items on Ezreal aren't best, though? He has so many other 2-star legendaries. Like, he just lost. Also a Seraphine 3. I mean, yes, you're right. But, like, he specifically, he was saying that Lulu was destroying him. That was his commentary. Is double Infinity Edge better than GS or Gunblade? Or you're talking about Guard Breaker? We have too many things in TFT that is GB. GB could be Gunblade or it could be Guard Breaker. Actually, there's one more thing I forgot. I remember one time I typed GB and people said you meant Guard Breaker or Gunblade, and it was something else. I think according to the math that someone did, double Infinity Edge is best on Ezreal, but it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Gang blank. Yeah. What's Bis Lulu? Blue buff. And then AP items. You can go like JG, Gunblade. You can go BB, GB, and some other AP item. You often play Superfan as well, so you have a Shojin on her. You can go Shojin. Some people put Nash's on her, but apparently Nash's has a mana lock, which is also not very good, so I'm not entirely sure. 4 big shot. Another cash out. Looks like this lobby is much closer to what we talked about, which is Heartsteel dominated. Just a lot of Ezreal Jazz right now. And the Aegis is really good. Aegis Vampirism. Wow, such good silvers. If you get stationary support into Aegis, I'm pretty sure that's like the best silver combination. Vampirism, one of the best silver combat augments in the game. It's just really good. Also, RB could be Rageblade or Red buff. Man, that guy double killed. Paradise. Okay, so Heartsteel won 2 games. KO won a game. Seraphine was able to top 4. And there was another Heartsteel player that top 4. So overall, like, pretty straightforward game. Pretty straightforward game. So Blinding Speed gives RB, and half an RB. Exactly. Not to be confused with the fast food chain. Does anybody actually like Arby's? I actually think that it is so like mid. I don't even think it's actually good. I've never enjoyed a meal from Arby's compared to like everything else. The commercials are fun though. Good advertising. I've never had a good Arby's meal. Not even once. Dun dun dun. Arby's, we bring the meats. I've never had a bad Arby's meal. Yeah, fair enough. Double IE blue buff Ezreal. I mean, that is pretty damn close to this. And he's playing just the Jazz. More Heartsteel caches. Whoa, this guy is gapping. This guy got top 4 first. 18, 17, 15, 14. I think it's top 4 cutoff. This guy is going last though. Okay, 4 minutes. What is Arby's? It's just another fast food chain. Bunch of burgers and stuff. Here comes a more dog take. Okay, so there are a few good Arby's meals, especially since they got crinkle fries. But, and it's a big one, their prices have got insane. A large roast beef meal was $19.99 when we last went. We swore to never go again. $19.99? What is this, Whole Foods? For a roast beef meal? Oh my god. $19.99. Is this the part where we blame Joe Biden? I don't know, man. I don't even understand how some of these fast food meals are getting like so expensive. You're just basically paying for a gourmet meal at that point. Thanks, Obama. Yeah, actually, that's the meme. Okay, so I'm trying to fast forward without like jumping halfway through the game. Okay, here we go. Wait, actually, we missed the portal. Let me see if I can get a whiff of the portal. Fast food is so expensive. I know. Someone did like a comparison of the McChicken. The McChicken's like 3 times more expensive than it used to be like a couple years ago. Inflation is a kick in the nuts. At that point, why not order Chinese and Thai food? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I don't really order a lot of fast food. The closest fast food that I order these days is like Chipotle. But wow, we just get a Nami too. I guess we'll play that. Not a lot of people are playing opening disco. Also, I don't think I see a single TF. Not that it really means very much. Disco is quite bad right now. I saw a Taco Bell ad the other day, and I kind of wanted some Taco Bell. I would say that the last time I went to Taco Bell was in Vegas for the Taco Bell Cantina. In Las Vegas, there's a Taco Bell that's actually also a club. It's like a Taco Bell, but also on the top floor there's like a DJ and a dance floor, and they have concerts there, and it's actually really fun. So Taco Bell Cantina, if you ever go in Las Vegas, is actually pretty cool. It's a good time. You go downstairs and you get your gordita, you get your Supreme, and then you go upstairs and you just listen to a DJ set. And they also serve spiked fountain drinks, but I don't drink alcohol, so I don't really partake. But that Taco Bell is lit. Yeah, exactly, Kiwi. Okay, we got gold augments. Patient study, cluttered mind, escort quest. A lot of people are taking escort quest. Twin terror with 2 switches. Okay, so a couple people committing a reroll. Someone took what doesn't kill you. What doesn't kill you is harder to pull off because 1, people are griefing all the time, so you have to kind of open cell. People are kind of like loose streaking with Heartsteel or whatever, or loose streaking early in general. And I don't know like how many comps you can play from behind very comfortably because you just lose so much HP and then you run into like a capped Heartsteel board and you don't win anyways. Like you play what doesn't kill you into Riven Yone and then you stabilize with like 2 lives and you Q twice into the Heartsteel player. You just die. It's much weaker this patch. Why don't you drink? Oh, I just my doctor. I've been having some problems with some health stuff like a few years ago. And one of the things that my doctor said was just like your body doesn't really process alcohol very well. So if you can avoid drinking, you just should. And it's not like I can't drink alcohol at all. And every now and then like celebrate stuff like champagne or whatever. But it's just like if it's bad for me, like specifically me, and I don't know, my wife's not drinking because she's pregnant and whatnot. It's like, it's fine. It's an easy thing for me to give up. I'm not like super upset about it or anything like that. So it's fine. It's not a big deal. I actually don't. I don't actually think like my life is like so much worse for it. Next time you're in Vegas, go to Juan's Flaming Fajitas. I really hope that's a restaurant joint and not something else. Juan's Flaming Fajitas. I just show up and it's it's not exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, not really missing out. I agree. I also like just don't think I need to drink to have a good time, in my opinion. I think I'm fun to hang out with or without alcohol in my system. That's all that matters. Okay, Twin Terror. So we have 1 Executioner. So does anybody else has declared a reroll? We have 2 people who are kind of pushing levels with Escort Quest and Patient Study. A couple fast paid people. We haven't seen much Pentakill. We have seen a couple of Aries, but part of the reason why it seems like it's not easy for people to play Ari is because there's a lot of Spellweaver reroll. So Spellweaver reroll like takes like the Aries. So Ari has been played. Bloodthirster's green due to cultural differences? No, it's just because censorship. They don't want to have blood and skulls and stuff like that. So Bloodthirster is green. Apparently Vladimir is black. Like he's not red. in China, so that's to not hint towards red. I'm not entirely sure how effective that is. Like, I wonder if that actually is a thing. Like, or rather, I wonder if that actually is impactful. Isn't Titans a skull? Oh, maybe it's a different image in China. How often does someone's phone die in mobile tournaments? That's a funny question, actually. Usually you plug it in at the same time. But I do remember that happened one time in a Hearthstone tournament. Someone's phone died. In fact, in Hearthstone, we used to have sponsored tournaments by tablet companies, which was awesome. We had more tournaments because they had tablets, but the requirement is you had to play in a tablet. But the issue was Hearthstone was so unoptimized for the mobile experience that for those tablets, running Hearthstone still drained on average battery. So one player who was playing a Control Warrior deck, it was very long. Control Warrior, for people who don't know, is like playing a very slow deck. They played a Control Warrior deck, and the match lasted so long that their tablet died because it was draining battery longer than it could recharge it back. So it did actually happen one time, even though it was plugged in. They deserve for playing Control Warrior. It's funny. Oh my god, does he win this fight? Oh! Perfect loss for the what doesn't kill you player. Man. Wow. He lost 4 times and won. Oh man, that's a tilter. He snapped his lose streak at 2-7. Oh man. Oh dear. Okay, so Titans looks like a skull still, right? Because the Titans icon actually is a skull. If I look at it, it's a little closer. I mean, kind of. It also could be interpreted as like a helmet. I wasn't much of a Hearthstone player. I was an Artifact. Oh my god. You liked Artifact more. I've always wanted to meet an Artifact player. And now I have. Dude, you're like a shiny Pokemon. Holy shit, I meant an Artifact player. Cross that off my bucket list. For people who don't even understand what I'm talking about, Artifact was like a card game that Valve made for Dota. It was like Valve's version of Hearthstone that they wanted to make, and they hired Richard Garfield to design the game. And so many people at the time were like fed up with Hearthstone. They're like, this is going to be the Hearthstone killer, Artifact. They announced it at Dota TI, and everyone was like so hyped, like this new Dota announcement, and then they announced Artifact, the Dota card game, and everyone booed. It was like this big moment at TI. They're like, introducing the new thing coming from the Dota IP. And everyone's like, oh, pause champ? And then it said Artifact, the card game. And everyone was like, what? Boo. And they're like, no, it's actually going to be hype because it's going to be like on the Steam market. You can trade. Apparently Gabe Newell was really excited because of the card values would like escalate, right? You would get Axe. Axe is a really OP hero in Artifact. And so you would invest in Axe, and then the value of Axe would go crazy high, and you could sell it, right? So you could have the secondary Steam market. It's supposed to be this $1 million idea, $1 billion idea even. And they were like, man, we're going to have a $1 million tournament for Artifact. It's going to be great. It never happened, by the way. People were actually unironically asking, can they sue Valve for false advertising for investing in Artifact and not throwing a $1 million card tournament for Artifact? Anyways, the game was dead on arrival. It was it launched, it had tens of thousands of players, and then like by the end of the month it had like 100 players or 1,000 players, something like that. It was pretty bad. They forgot the most important thing about making Artifact. They wanted the game to. They should have made the game fun for the masses. It was not very fun. Do you guys remember the patch in TFT where things just didn't target what they should have? This was, I forgot what set this was, but sometime long ago, a couple years ago, there was a patch in TFT where your units would suddenly change who they're targeting. Like Kale would be attacking this Gragas right here, and then suddenly she would just change her target and target like Senna out of nowhere, and then maybe change back to Gragas. You guys remember that patch in TFT? I forgot which set it was, but there was like a random targeting bug that happened. That is what Artifact is. Every turn, your cards would just attack something different. It just said, you know what? This time, you're just going to attack the left target instead of the middle target. There's like, yeah, just target the left instead. Because that's the RNG that will make the game really exciting. Imagine that was the main mechanic of the game. Hacker LeBlanc. Oh, you're right. It was the hacker patch in set 8. Hacker, like, they would just randomly stop targeting things and target something else. That was the main mechanic in Artifact, man. And some people enjoyed it, to be fair. Some people enjoyed it. Because there's ways you can manipulate that with other cards. Like, you can make sure they're all targeting the right things. But, it was silly. It was silly. Anyways, that's a little spiel about Artifact, the card game. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. Raise the stakes, 3-5. So we have What Doesn't Kill You player. Well, What Doesn't Kill You player is playing Rageblade Kale. So he decided to go for Kale reroll. Interesting. And he's trying to win. Okay, so he plays What Doesn't Kill You into 2-cost reroll. I should take a note of that. I'm going to try that next time. I mean, it makes sense. They think 2-cost reroll is really powerful and can cap out to like a top 2, top 3 behind Heartsteel. You play What Doesn't Kill You into a 2-cost reroll. I have not seen anyone play Yone Riven. I think the tempo doesn't line up very well. I'm pretty sure 3-cost reroll is on the rare side right now. The exception is Vex. I think Vex is very good. It's not that you can't reroll 3 costs. It's just that they're much harder to set up. It was definitely set 6 with Jin. Oh, I remember that too, actually. The set 6 Jin, where you just randomly sometimes target something else too. How do you have a stable market in digital card games where you can nerf and buff cards? I mean, I guess that's part of it. But I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning was, but I remember that Valve was very excited because of how lucrative it sounded. To their credit, if they were able to pull it off, there are an obscene amount of people that are willing to spend money on digital goods like CSGO skins. It's like wild to me that CSGO skins are like an actual currency, but it is. Especially because most people that had those skins don't even play it. Okay, we have Poppy 2. We go for a big level 8 roll down. We're playing around a Kali. Oh, you know, their bench is also organized. I just realized in a nice grid. Wait a second. Their bench is always so organized. I feel like on PC, our icons are like tripping over each other. Sometimes it's like you even think you're grabbing the rod, but in reality, there's actually like a belt behind it. So nice and organized. I hate the bench on PC. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's an area that Riot actually needs to improve. It's not something that like I don't think it's something that can immediately like turn into profitability, but it's something that they need to change for the quality of life stuff. They'll get to it eventually. I sold my CSGO skins to help pay for my apartment. Wow. What would you rather have? Skins for your CSGO or shelter? One of the basic needs as a human, as a living creature. Would you rather have a sick op color and variant with an iconic sticker from an event, or literally one of the ways that you survive as a living species. Interesting. I sold my CS:GO skins for a car. I think I have like $150 worth of CS:GO skins, not even. And that's because I got like something a long time ago, and then it's worth like $100 now. That's it. That's all I own. I sold my apartment to buy CS:GO skins. Oh man. There's some crypto news that sometimes comes my way just because I'm interested in just, oh my god, we TP'd without our Heartsteel stuff. We're going 8th. We're going 8th. Oh lord. Anyways, the amount of people who are like taking out mortgage loans, stuff like that, and making terrible decision making. Oh gosh. Please don't do it, man. Please don't do it. Oh, he won. Oh, he's alive. I have $5,000 skins or worth of skins. My car's worth 2,000. And I think you know what to do then. Sell your card so you can buy more skins. Sounds like you need to get that. Sounds like you can get up to $7,000 in skins. CS:GO prices for crates is crazy, from 3 cents to $10 to $50. I should probably check it out every now and then. Wait, they have like a nice little ring of coins as well. That's fun. Twitch 3 for the Executioner player. I just restart my client after every game last patch because it would bug, so I have to say TFT bench is a high prio. I mean, I feel like the bugs in TFT are endless because the way the code can just break each other at any given moment for no reason. Game code is pretty funny. Sometimes you fix one bug, and by fixing the bug, you just create 2-3 more bugs. And it's not because anything you did wrong. It's because by fixing one problem, you interacted with something else that the game is touching. Pew, 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 pew. Man, that's an awesome cutscene. I don't think they're playing on Tournament Realms, so I think that person actually owns that chibi skin. Yeah, for me, it was worth because by selling my skins, I own my apartment without having any mortgage on it. Dude, you don't have to justify it, okay? You don't have to justify it. Like, you made a great choice. It feels like you're trying to convince yourself that you made the right choice, man. You did a great job. You sold CSGO skins for real estate, man. You don't have to justify it. Oh man, dude, this Paradise guy is bringing the game back from the brinks of the depths of the abyss. He hit his Z2. Z2 really strong. He might even top 4. He might even top 4. He needs to like get one more cash out and hit another 2-star carry besides Zed, but he's in a really good spot outside of his HP. Also, having to code a whole new set every few months is a mess, I imagine, as well. There is a lot of archaic code, or a lot of like archaic systems too, because like League of Legends was built in like 2 decades ago. Not 1, but 2 decades ago, League of Legends was built. And so like they have to keep building on top of it. That's the challenge with live service games. If there's ever a reason to do League of Legends 2, it's because the client alone, but I don't know if they ever will. Too monumental of an effort. And there's also been like a lot of attempts to redo League, the League client. From what I understand, the fact that the League of Legends client has actually successfully transformed a few times and it is what it is today is actually a miracle in itself. Like that's how much of a mess it is. Like we should be happy and grateful and like we should be like ecstatic that we even got the League client that we have. Oh my god, this KO. It could be so much worse without like the miraculous effort, the gargantuan effort of all the people that came before us. Okay, level 9. I have to go to the bathroom after this game. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Okay, we have a lot of the usual stuff this game. We have 2 pentakill players, KL, Heartsteel. Ooh, what is this? Spicy noodles with broccoli. Oh, this is spicy momofuku noodles. Look at this. My god. We buy the recipe of the ingredients and the recipe of the momofuku noodles, so we just make it ourselves. It's spicy though, so maybe I'm starting to salivate a little bit. Yeah, Double Trouble or Twin Terror Vex is like really strong right now. Most people, if they get Twin Terror, are looking to play that right now. Five pentakill. Poppy. Ooh, pentakill Poppy. I actually think this is a really underrated way to play pentakill. I think a lot of people try to get 4-7 pentakill when their board doesn't support it very well because they're playing too many low quality units. And instead, just like play around 5 pentakill plus high quality stuff. This is smart. This is smart. Plus, he has like Remember Your Roots. Oh, pentakill emblem. Wait, this guy just literally said a line as his emote. You see this? Is he flaming them? Or taunting them? I would love that. Man, that's what we need. We need words in TFT. Word emotes. Is it me or their Little Legends cuter? Yeah, and their boards are better, and they have more skins. I don't know if you've been paying attention, Milk, but they actually have like way more skins than we do. Way more cutscenes. Like Chibi Yone actually look really cool. I actually kind of want Chibi Yone and Chibi Ezreal. They have other DRX skins too. It's just saying it's their turn on the carousel. Oh, okay. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yugi says, "It's my move." We should just do that. I saw that it's like the 25-year anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I felt super old. Oh my god. 25 years? Holy cow. Dude, this Kale is popping off. Is Edge of Night Biss on Kale? Maybe if you know that Kale is gonna, if you know there's gonna be like a lot of Akali cards in the lobby, backline access. Is Edge of Night actually really good on KO? I mean, I think it makes sense. Double Rage Blade, Ginsu's.
同质量的钢，如果别人是掘木、俄洛伊、锤石这种前排的话，企业会比较难办一点。面对 EZ 和卢山的 AOE，但是外面如果全是这种五杀的话，那企业加炸弹就耀光加上企业。
KO's animation seems way faster. Oh, we're watching at 1.25, guys. we're watching slightly sped up. If you're like, man, the animations are just different.
他可能也没有必要换回 EZ。如果说他用的不是杰，而是 EZ 的话，他是没有启动装的。
对，就是他这个装备其实就很适配于杰代。
对，就是。
感觉又已经无敌了。哦，良心掘墓。
Probably like a third Lucian item, another Runins, Guardbreaker, or a Warmogs actually, because we don't have a third item on Alawi. Win Sunfire. You have anti-heal? Zed. Man, Zed is so good. Wait, he's actually doing it. The 10 HP win outs. I said he was going to top 4. What is the Paradise going to actually win the game? That means he's going to go first again. That means he's going to go 1-1-1.
稳定程度让我仿佛看到了可乐。
哦，确实。7-5杀4-5者，两星掘墓。
Why is he not having Ezreal? He didn't hit Ezreal.
完全没有。全靠全买顶。
He didn't hit Ezreal, so he's just playing on Lucian. Lucian, Zed. When people say Heartsteel, 80 flex, they're thinking about stuff like this. You don't have to play Ezreal, just that Ezreal is really effective. The Ezreal disease.
一波把他去送走了。
那边全前排质量的硬顶就也是一种质检员。
He sold a few Ezreals. I don't think S1 is like better than that much better than like Lucian 1. he also has to sell Lucian to get it. Executioners beat it.
Man, I'm getting more dogged
see.
again.
Kind of depends on like how you position. And if the Zed can get to the back line. Hey, Dystar, thank you for 2 months. I mean, I think Zed is a cool carry. I'm kind of sad they're nerfing Zed, but he's cool. He's also very OP. He needs to be nerfed, but I think he's cool.
对，在大俄洛伊这一侧。
不管怎么样，其实这个节都很难被直接秒掉，毕竟带了一个死路。
Hey, look at this, man. This Zed is just actually unstoppable. Wait, he's actually gonna win out. He hit the Zed, went to 9, and then won out. 1-1-1. He gets Lucian 2 now. Is this a mobile competition? Yeah. So basically, China Mobile is the second half of the... It's like the second half of the people that qualify for the World Championship from China. They have an entire other circuit, and PC players sign up for the mobile competition, and the mobile players are actually quite good. Like this player who's on the bottom right, who's top 2 right now. His name is Li Xiao. He's gotten top 8 in many tournaments. Also, he's like top 8 at Super Servers a couple times. Like he's a very good player, but he plays mainly on PC, and he qualified for the mobile portion. And then there's also a lot of like mobile only players. So it's a very like it's very intense. Like Huan Mei competed in it and didn't qualify. He tried. Hard. Man, Paradise wins again. 1-1-1. This guy's the Heartsteel god. There's not much difference between mobile to PC. Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously, there's going to be some differences, but not a lot for the most part. He must watch a lot of NA. That is true. NA number 1. He probably watched some Robin songs High Rules. I went to go watch Robin's like masterclass climb, and I'm telling you, man, I watched it. I was like, this was Robin's Set 5 Regionals run. If you don't remember Robin's Set 5 Regionals run, where he went 1-1-1-1-5-1, It was a lot like that stream. It was a lot like that stream. It was just like this dude could not miss.
那今天的话，其实还是发现了，就上把也是比较有戏剧性的，因为中期是大家都在吃刚，让我以为可能这把是抢 ED 的局，结果。
His stage 2, every single game I was looking, I was like, man, well, he just hits every upgrade. I'm not saying that Robin's like he didn't deserve anything like that. I'm just saying like it was like watching it, I was like, holy crap, these games are insane. Insane. Also, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Let me get a bite of this and I'll be right back.
一个城邦，只是说经济会稍微多一点点。哎，怎么是这个河蟹局？我想看那个河蟹局。
那个河蟹局感觉五杀就很难玩，
哈哈哈。
那个河蟹局玩五杀等于后面少点钱少装备的有可能。
是的，没有，装备会先爆出来。 这个会先爆2件装备出来，然后他再继续哐的跳舞。
主要还是有的时候会被河蟹打死，这是最伤的。
是的。这边 Frodan 拿下了 Disco， 难道要表演了
？Disco 娜美。
是的，有没有可能我们这把就是卡牌？
看装备吧，装备合适真来一把。
老规矩，奖励自己一把卡牌。给他滤镜。
今天到这儿时，我在想一件事情，是我们历史的5局积分制的比赛里面的最高分有多少分？
那可能也是接近40分或者40多一点。
有没有可能他今天能创？因为他现在32分，这把如果再登顶就是41，已经很接近满分了，你知道吗？就满分是45分。
是的。又是新金刚天水，特斯拉还能再上当受骗吗？
上把被骗了一把。
是的。
哦，又到了单英雄过野环节。
All right, we are back.
因为这种多钱开，然后就是不留卡，
他的分数非常稳定。
I feel like this patch would actually not be that bad if Disco was the patch would be a lot better if Disco was stronger.
挑战者被老爸的经验来看，很多老爸的局都是因为你想求稳，反而老爸。如果你想奔着上线打，可能反而不会老爸。
Disco was stronger, and Caitlyn was a little bit better. I think the patch would be pretty good. Oh yeah, and Hearthstone a little bit weaker, but that's a given. Hearthstone a little bit weaker.
他真把要到眼花留着了。
表演奖励局。
要不真来一把。
Okay, so we have Rich Get Richer.
但其实就环境来看，
Healing Orbs.
是双倍带感，而不是要到眼花。
Heroic Grab Bag.
价位会更舒服一点。
天空没有极限是应有福袋哦，这把。
There, Dougie, thanks for stopping by.
排名中。
Whoa, return on investment. Okay. Okay. Metalheads. KO reroll again with a bow. I need to try KO reroll if I can. Man, I love that this guy just has the cam on with the phone blocking half of it. I just think that's awesome. You know what'd be even funnier? If you just got up and just started doing something else while playing, like in the cam. He just gets up and just starts like, I don't know, vacuuming. I would love that. Just playing on one hand and then starting vacuuming with the other.
我也在想他不会追这个3把。这色气来的好难受啊！你又不给我3缸，你又给我发个色气卡我1块钱。还真是2张2星娜美。
Yeah, I mean, Disco also gets farmed by Ezreal because of the positioning. I mean, I think the problem was that Ezreal didn't need the buffs. So they made Ezreal like way too good. I'm pretty sure if Ezreal buffs didn't go through, Hearthstone would still be good, it just wouldn't be as good. And then also a combination of other things. Like they buffed Crowd Diver, they buffed like a lot of other stuff, and it's just like all the buffs over time just made it so that it was really effective and strong.
娜美太会泡了。哐哐泡。哦，苏白留下了这张色题，
做了正确的选择。
对。他留下了色题。
Dude, everyone has Heartsteel now. I feel like everyone's on the same page. Remember, this is the last game of the day, so some people need to play for first. Heroic Grab Bag. Looks like they're going for Katarina. They have one Katarina. They can go for Katarina reroll.
苏白容体打球店和特斯拉来说，可能没有太大的比赛的压力的，反而表现会好一点。
哎，两家连胜碰到。
哦。
JG Jinx. Okay. I mean, just to grab tempo. 30 gold is a lot. On this portal, you're always thinking about how you can make gold while playing the strongest board, because if you spend too much of your gold trying to tempo, you're just gonna get outscaled by everyone who just like giga greeds. They just like save a bunch of their gold, go to level 9 and roll, or they like hit like this is like a portal where you can probably go for the 3-star 3 cost and hit much more reliably. In general, today we didn't see much 1 cost reroll, right? Like no Yasuo, no Punk. Do you guys see that one guy that argued with Mordog about Punk is too OP? Classic Riot doesn't know what they're doing. And Mort actually answered him. And then the dude deleted his tweets. He kind of realized that he was being a clown. Like, of all the things to complain about, he was complaining about Punk this batch. And he's just like, anyone could have saw from a mile away, man. It was clearly going to be SS tier, man. Punk is a problem. And Mort's like, not really. And if you look at high level, it's like pretty bad. Not pretty bad. It's like it's something that's like completely reasonable and within realm of expectation. And then the guy doubles down. He actually responded again and said, "You know what? Forget the facts. Forget the counterpoint." He doubled down again. Which you gotta respect the double down, right? The confidence. Like Lord, please bless me with half the confidence of that guy. I consider myself to be a person that's self-reassured, right? I have confidence in my own abilities and whatnot, but man, if I could have half that guy's confidence, I would rule the world. The double down. And then he deleted. Yeah, you're right. He doubled down and then deleted. Oh, man. Okay, so we got a little bit of a minor cash. But again, you see how everyone's at like 40, 50 gold, but they're about to get even more golden resources. This portal is just so nuts. People say that they don't... I actually heard some competitive players say this is their least favorite portal because they think everyone has too many resources. I wonder if you guys feel the same way. Does anyone else agree they hate Scuttle Puddle? I feel that's weird. I don't know. I feel like that's too weird of a concept to me to hate. I like Scuttle Puddle because I like having resources. Other people have resources. That's fine. I love this portal. Screw competitive players. You know, competitive players vote for this portal pretty often. I actually like this portal too. I don't know. Sometimes it's fun if everyone has money. Prismatic. Oh my god, Prismatic and Scuttle Puddle. Holy moly. Yes, but I still pick it. At least you're honest. My issue with Scuttle Puddle is you can make an insane board, then it gets destroyed because everyone has an insane board. I feel like that's cool though. Like, yes, it's like annoying that you can cap out a board and other people are like also capping out a board. But like at the same time, Doesn't it also make it pretty epic? Like everyone's boards are so cracked, and you get to see people fight at full power. Unless you guys are like, you know what? Goku, you can go Super Saiyan Blue, but you'd rather him fight as Super Saiyan 2 versus another guy who's like trying to power up. It's like, no, man, just let them power up. Sometimes it's epic. We turn our monkey brain. We just want everyone to go Super Saiyan, like max cap. 3 baby dupe. Someone has a heroic grab bag.
没怎么搜就删了。
没道理，2只耳朵听见了都觉得没道理。这边没有考虑先挑装备，那就是下一件装备已经想好了要去拿天使。
We have Seraphine with Raise the Stakes. That person's in a pretty difficult spot. I feel like Seraphine Real you don't want to play with like behind on HP. I like it. I enjoy real cops, and after rolling down 7, you're fast enough to regain your economy. You don't fall behind on the rest of the lobby. I mean, I think Soda Puddle is fun personally. I don't know. I like it a lot better than like other forms of like high variance big cap, like Prismatic Symphony. Like I like it a lot better than that.
你是说3阶段会接着输，就是看了一下外面，反正我也赢不了，我就先这么用着吧。
我还反应了一下，你为什么叫他字母哥？
I've been playing every set. Do they keep portals from set to set? I hate wandering trainers. No, that's like a recent thing. They brought back portals from set 9 to set 10 because it was such a big hit mechanically. Like I think a lot of people really liked portals. More specifically, I think portals solved one really big problem in TFT, which is the stage 1 carousel. I've been a big stage 1 carousel hater from the very beginning. This guy's a dupe, by the way. Going for Ezreal. I've been kind of talking about how I think stage 1 carousel is like, so it's been a really frustrating thing because I don't like how impactful it is to your game and how it like was a lot of times the way it dictated how your opener was going to shape. Because if you were able to start with the bow on like a real like and you're able to start with like a bow plus a really good champion that could use it, it would be crazy, right? It would be crazy. Like let's say you're able to start off with like bow on Olaf this game, or Cassante with like a belt or something like that, or you know what I mean, like a sword. Like, it's just the difference between starting with that and not, and instead you're stuck with a unit that you don't really want. Let's just throw out like a Lilia. You don't really want Lilia for whatever reason. It can be like the difference between whether or not your spot is amazing versus kind of bad. Isn't it the same now? No, it's way more fair. Way more fair. You can ask any player. It's way more fair now, because now you can't really control that. But before it was like people. You know what people were doing? People were literally downloading programs and macros to help them click through carousels so they can get advantage of that. No, it mattered a lot. It mattered a lot at high levels. In mid to low levels, it didn't matter. If you look, and if in the grand scheme of things, the data suggested it didn't matter, but at high level, it mattered a lot. It mattered a lot. It actually determined entirely some people's like tournaments, because they start off with certain components, they can't play certain lines, or they have to be forced into playing other certain lines. And it's a really, really big deal when some people get in, other people don't. No, I understand that like you can use a bunch of like ways to kind of say like, well, maybe it doesn't matter, but if you played at a certain level and you didn't think it was a big deal, then that means that people had edge on you. Okay, so we rolled down, we hit Karthus 2. Nice. 4 Executioner. I actually really like the 4 Executioner variants. Very powerful. Holy cow. Second cast. Wait, does he cast again? Got bursted by Seraphine. 21 HP. He needs like a I feel like he needs a little bit better front line.
治疗法球的金龙，然后断路的出来，巨块的秋天，天空没有直接拿到了，这应该是激昂不明，然后五件 Paradise 这里，哇，说着就转成了6张佛爷哥全息投影的，没事了。
The reason why people hyper focus on that part of the game was because at high level you need to get every single edge you possibly can get. It didn't matter for anybody below top, let's just say like a random, like a top 25 challenger. Anyone below that, actually probably below top 50 challenger. It didn't really matter nearly as much. And I understand that's like not a big deal to a lot of okay, so you're accommodating 50 players on the server. But I'm saying like there's also like the perception aspect of it as well, where it feels like you are in a spot where you have to play from a much worse position than others. I don't know. I personally think that Stage 1 Carousel is very inelegant, and I don't like it very much. And I think that they found a really good solution to solve for it. And it did matter a lot. I like that part. Look, you guys know that I am willing to call out a lot of top players for their BS. And so if I'm saying that it mattered a lot, you should. It's not that like I'm saying that you should listen to me just because of that fact, but I'm telling you that I would be very dishonest to let you guys think that it didn't matter very much. Like, oh, it doesn't really matter because it was a huge deal. It was a huge deal. You would basically gain and lose placements on other people relative to when you get the start versus others. That guy has a Ziggs too. I just realized it was stage 4-3 and that guy has a Ziggs too. Wasn't there like certain little legends or tacticians that has better hitboxes? Oh, the public facing announcement or knowledge of that was that little legends didn't matter for Carousel. But it didn't stop me from believing, or other people from trying to prove it otherwise. I don't believe that they were all equal. I just don't. I know that it's supposed to be true. Like, based off of every metric they put out, it's like the little legends are supposed to be equal, but it's just not true. They would tell you it is, but it's just. I that's a conspiracy theory I will take to the grave. I don't care how much empirical evidence they show me otherwise. It's just not true. Some little legends were just straight up worse. Like F tier was like Poggles. Poggles was like the worst. The little frog that hops. I've yet to ever win a single carousel playing Poggles, man. That is like the worst in slot legend. Man, we went 7th with that board. I mean, other people's boards are just really strong. I guess that's part of the Scuttle Puddle dynamic. Plus, I can just AFK at the start and don't have to worry about carousel. That is also true. You can AFK, you can like queue it up, accept, and then like go grab something downstairs, you know? Like if you don't care about which portal it is. Or if you like fail to load in, right? You get like get DC'd, you get another chance. Final reserves. Final reserves mobile. Hit the Ziggs too. Man. Dude, final reserves is I have yet to really play a final reserves game actually. I don't know if I've taken it this set. Have people are there any final reserves experts in chat? What's like a spot that you would want to take final reserves? Is it like you're playing Hearthstone anyways? I guess Scuttle Puddle makes sense because you have like a ton of gold. So you can get to 9 and roll like a ton of 2-star 5 cost. So you're saying Chonk did 9-11. Wow, that's a little bit of an extreme. an extreme conclusion based off what I said.
上一了，他还记得他有低利率。
Zed, Viego, KDA. Wow, this guy's kind of cooking. I kind of like it. That guy's playing true flex. It's like a lot of just mumbo jumbo slapped in. Viego's good, Zed's good, 3KD is good, Pentakill's good. Let's put it all together.
这边5K 也无法哦，加上前排也已经3星了。
质量很满，但是露露1星。
但他离2星带装备也还行。芬妮下个技能出来，天使可能会被收掉的。
I would play Fast 10 with a Lucian headliner. Fast 10 final reserve. That's a little bit too greedy for my blood. But if you can pull it off, good for you.
这把他还能翻天不成？
苏白的证明之战，难道说？
Soju did it quite frequently back in the Fast 9 meta.
放松的，一直看。
And he was immaculate at it. Alright, Soju, post on your main account, man.
看起来质量很高，但其实也就。
Or is that Sarah? Sarah,
没了。
post on your main account.
没啥好看的。
哦，这边甚至补了一个2星卢仙。
1 HP and a dream. He puts Ezreal in the second row so Ezreal can TP back. Maybe as a way to give himself less options for the Ezreal to end. Oh my god, this Poppy. He really hung in there. He's going for Poppy 3. He has 5 Poppies, supposed to duplicate on the bench. 2 HP. Is anyone else holding Poppies? We might see Poppy 3.
没事，艾克翻不了天。这都能给 Paradise 玩起来。
你能把那个2星炸弹人赢了，我算他本事。我只能说你能把那2星炸弹人赢了，我算他本事。他现在2星死哥了。
一刀封锁也。
Seraphine 3, Echo 3. It's a Sona. Sona's a really good way to cap out these Spellweaver boards. Executioner Viego. He's playing 2 Viegos. Oh, he has hologram. He has hologram. Yeah, I'm with you guys. The green Bloodthirster throws me off. His front line is Lilia 2 with a Crown Guard. This guy is cooking, but like his front line is so awful. His front line is Lilia 2 guard. He wins! What the heck? I mean, his carries are his tanks, right? Like his Viego is a drain tank, his Zed's a tank. But it's just so funny to me that his board is just like a Lilia 2 with a Crown Guard and a vest. That's insane. I'm feeling a bit of FOMO with these arenas. I know they're so much cooler. So much cooler than whatever I have right now. Arena's dope. Man, that guy got clobbered. Okay, we hit the Karthus too. Wait, we sold the Zed? We sold the Zed? How are we gonna do that to our boy, man? The Zed2 was your tank and your DPS. You know, he's gonna lose this fight, and we're gonna say deserved. Deserved. Like, man, how can you do that? You just turn his back on Zed like that? Who killed the final reserves player? I think actually we're right. We didn't see who killed the final reserves player. Must have been the guy in 75 HP. Wait, we can actually see. Yeah, this guy. He won 3 of his last fights. Kale 3 beats final reserves. The mobile cam is so funny. Looks like he's on the toilet. He could be, for all we know. Just casually grinding on the toilet. Man, that's it. Me, Kale. I'm Kale every game. Ugh. Okay. Who knows about the Kale Tech going into weekend 1 of Heartsteel? I guess if I were to play tomorrow, I technically signed up and I'm allowed to play tomorrow. Who knows about the Kale Tech? It's super contested on EU. Yeah, but on NA it's not. I'm gonna log in and get ready to play a couple games. I'm probably gonna only play a couple games. I need to conserve my strength for tomorrow. I need to do a tech test on my account, stuff like that. And tomorrow's gonna be like a longer stream. We got a lot to cover for the Heartsteel Cup tomorrow. We got Rainplosion, Disrupt said he'll join, Pitsy, Robovan. We got some guests lined up. Plus whoever else ends up joining. At one point the call might actually get a little bit too big, so have to figure out who can stay and who can go if it gets too big. I don't want it to be like 8 to 10 people. That'd be a little too much. Dude, this KO is just gonna win out. You're telling me Scuttle Puddle KO wins with 5 pentakill, 4 superfan? Q Cone. He's not even getting Banshee's value. Look at what's going on. He's not even getting Banshee's value. He's just spreading out. Oh wait, he has Metalheads. He doesn't need that. Never mind. Metalheads is the same thing. Metalheads is the same thing. Derp. Man, so one-sided. Kale 3. Kale? The only comps that won today are Heartsteel and Gale. Also, Paradise, 32 points. He beasted. He beasted. He went 4, 1, 1, 1, 5. Attack speed from Banshees is super relevant. Oh, that is true, actually. You get the 30% attack speed, is it? What time does the co-cast start? About like... the tournament starts at 1 p.m., so it's going to be around then. It's going to be around then. Ari and Seraphine doing work as well. You know. Oh my gosh. AP Sona? Holy cow. Wait a second. We might have a game on our hands. If we need more damage. The thing about units like Sona is that she kind of, in Seraphine, is that she hops over the front line. Okay, Alawi 2. I'm gonna see if I can reroll some of these 2 costs. They also pick like Heroic Grab Bag at 2-1. No way the dummy needs the KDA stats. It also could be that he's trying to prevent clumping from the Seraphine. I think it's actually like he doesn't want to clump for the Seraphine ults. That being said, the KO walked next to it anyways. Wow. Oh! Yone cutscene? Wait, whoa. Go back. What was that? What was that? This dude was about to go crazy. Oh. No way. We built up all the momentum for that just to not watch it. All right, well, we can at least watch the beginning of it again. It'll be like we were there. This guy is about to domain expansion. What? Oh my god. What the heck? You can't just tease me with that, man. We went to go watch the Ashe cutscene multiple times. The least you could do is this Yone one. What the heck? Alright, well, that's it. And GG's for today. Congrats to Paradise. This dude went nuts. He went 4-1-1-1-5 in 5 games. It's pretty impressive. That guy low-key reminded me of Mishmash Socks. Okay, we had KO, Ezreal, Zed. Wow, 3 Hearthstale players in the top 4. Wait, we had 2 KO players. Oh no, oh, these are the people that this is what won the lobbies. Okay, I thought this was the top 4. Yeah, Hearthstale and KO won every lobby today. Hearthstale and KO won every lobby today. Okay.